It's game time. WNKX welcomes you to this live presentation of local high school sports, made possible by our community advertising partners.
Welcome to WNKX Live, your home for Hickman County sports. I'm Josh Copley alongside my broadcast colleague Cameron Peters. And Cam, the Hickman County Lady Dogs enter in tonight 7-4 as they play host to the Perry County Lady Vikings. And Cam, Hickman County is coming off of a huge win on Tuesday by a final score of 57-42 against Waverly. Now, Cam, we saw a lot of good things from the Lady Dogs. Now they have a full day to rest. What are you looking to see from them tonight?
Getting out and running. This Perry County team doesn't look to be the most athletic, and that's something that these girls last game did decently well. If you remember back, it wasn't just Ava Floyd pushing the ball to the floor, but it was also players like Zoe Chilton and Haley Gordon. They were pushing the ball up the floor, so obviously it wasn't just Ava, and that was really effective last game. Not allowing the defense to set up, it wasn't, let's get the ball to Chloe Warren, let's get the ball to Ava. It was, let's push the ball. And so I love that, and that was awesome, and I see that to continue.
And Cam, I'm glad you mentioned Haley Gordon because she really started to find her confidence on Tuesday. Put up 12 points, was chosen as the player of the game. So well deserved by this young lady, and I'm looking forward to seeing her play just as hard tonight because she is a spark plug for this team on offense and defense. But folks, tip off here in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the Energy Pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
And we are back here on WNKX. And Cam, I tell you what, I know you weren't here during football season, but Miss Lindy Henson did a rendition of the national anthem during football season, and it was one of the best renditions I had ever heard. She was back here tonight, and again, such an angelic voice. One of the best renditions I've ever heard is by Miss Henson.
It's absolutely beautiful. That gets you ready to play some ball, Josh. That gets you proud to be an American.
I couldn't agree more, Cam, and they're introducing the starting lineups right now, and I tell you what, Cam, I didn't appreciate yesterday probably as much as I should have, because I know as much as these players needed a rest after playing Monday and Tuesday, I know it was good for our voices to be able to rest up yesterday as well to make sure we are in tip-top shape for this game here tonight.
And Josh, I am like the peak of Mount Everest right now. Could not be any more ready for this game. Tip-top shape, tip-top.
And I'm sure these Lady Dogs are ready to go as well, as they are introducing the starting lineups. Of course, Haley Gordon and Ava Floyd introduced. Following them is the senior, Nola Bentley. And at the 4, number 23, Chloe Warren. And last but certainly not least, Zoe Chilton. And now, Cam, what I noticed when I was watching them come out there tonight, Nola Bentley in the starting rotation. We haven't seen too much of her in the starting 5, but also Delaney King nowhere to be seen, Cam. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, the assumption is that she's sick. I'm sure she didn't miss it for no reason, obviously, but that will play an impact, you know. They've been going to a 7-man rotation as of late now that Nola's really found her footing, and Carly Everett has stepped up huge. Going from a 7-man rotation to a 6-man rotation, that's just one difference in number, but such a huge difference in all actuality, because that makes a difference for a lot for resting these girls.
And Perry County wins the tip-off, and we are underway here in J.E. Siska Memorial Gymnasium. This is the 3rd and final game of this 3-game homestand. Ball at the left wing, passed up top.
Josh, and these Ladies Dogs came out on a man-to-man defense. It was a solid one Tuesday night, and I want to see them continue that. Honestly, I want to see them put more ball pressure on tonight, force these Perry County girls to put the ball on the floor and make some mistakes.
Absolutely, Cam. And Floyd guarding at the right wing, now back up top. That's Thornton. Thornton gives over to Duncan. Duncan over to Bird. Perry tries to drive in, mid-range shot, no good. Rebounded by Haley Gordon, a lot of contact, and the officials call for the jump.
Josh, and I know it's early in the game, and I don't want to set a tone of complaining, but if a body hits the floor like Haley Gordon says there, you have to call something, whether it's a walk on her or a foul on the other team. It can't be a no call, a player fail.
So Floyd here with the ball up top, wants to drive in, kicks it back out to the corner. Gordon, wide open 3, and she makes them pay for it. And Haley Gordon strikes first in this contest. 3-0 your score.
Josh, that's a huge sign for things to come as Perry County puts up a 3 of their own, and they get the offensive rebound.
They do get the board, to your point, Cam, and they kick it back out. Gordon playing tough defense. Bird up top. They give over. Screen set by Perry. Oh, and Gordon went in for the steal. No cigar. Perry now wants to drive, but Hickman County not making it easy.
So, Josh, the last set that Perry County just ran was the classic elevator play. If you know anything about basketball, you typically know the elevator play. That's where they send a player off a double screen for a 3.
Oh, and a nice block there by Nola Bentley.
But they set it for number 25, so she'll be one to watch from deep tonight, I'm sure.
Gordon wants to drive it, passes back out. Floyd pulls up from the left wing, and she knocks it down. So a pair of 3s for the Hickman County Lady Dogs to start this game. A 6-0 lead under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Josh, and these Lady Dogs looks like they got their legs under them. Looks like they used that day off wisely.
And that was a deep 3 there from Perry County as they cut the lead in half.
I mean, she could have just reached out and touched that volleyball line as far back as she shot it. That was impressive.
Now Floyd looking to run the offense. Wants to drive in, nice move. Passes out to Gordon. Another open look for Haley. This time no good, and rebounded by Perry. Well, Perry pushing it down the floor in a hurry. That's Duncan. Pass, and it's up and in. So Perry now trails by a point. 6-5 your score. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Floyd over to Bentley. Bentley back up to Gordon. Gordon now quickly to Chilton. Nice pass. Warren wants to drive. Back out. Chilton from 3. And Chilton knocks down the 3.
I mean, Josh, they are on fire tonight.
Now, Perry County mistakenly leaving these Lady Dogs open from beyond the perimeter. You can't do that with a team that's as good at shooting as Hickman County. On a low pass there. Picked up. Step back. Floyd playing tough defense. Bird now with the ball. Patiently waiting for something to open up. Screen set by Duncan. She pulls up from deep. No good. Bounces off the rim and heads toward the Hickman County bench, where it will go out of bounds and Hickman County will take over possession.
Josh, that's the second time we've seen Miss Bird shoot from way deep. She might be one we're calling her name a lot tonight. The shooting aggressiveness. Let's just hope it doesn't fall.
Gordon at the right wing. Oh, and it gets knocked away, but she runs it down and finds Zoe Chilton. Zoe looking. No one there. Nice pass to Floyd in the paint. And she puts it up and no good. Rattles off the rim. And Perry County with the rebound. Oh, and Floyd playing tough defense as she crosses the midcourt line. Ball now in the right corner. And she pulls up from three. No good. And Cam, that was a nice job by Zoe Chilton there to be disrupted, to force her to take a shot she might not have been comfortable with. And Floyd drives in and gets the two.
Josh, that's something that I'm so impressed that she's comfortable doing so often, is she's taking that dribble on the right side, taking a step in with the off foot and planting with her, as great move there by Perry County, and they get a bucket. But Ava Floyd, we've seen it a few times. She'll take a step in with her left, bounce back out with her right. That's the off foot when you're shooting a right-handed layup. She's so good at that move.
Now Warren wants to drive in, kicks it out. Chilton, open three, pulls up. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Perry County. That was Thornton with the defensive rebound. And Perry moves up the right side of the floor. Tough pass in the paint. But Floyd, a nice job of being disruptive. And a pass there goes off of the Lady Dogs. And a substitution for Hickman County. Carly Everett enters the game for Nola Bentley. So Cam, it looks like Coach Gordon replaces a good shooter with a good shooter.
Yeah, Josh, and it's exciting to see Carly Everett get in this game this early. She's been very impressive as of late, so maybe she'll step up, continue to step up.
Corner three from Perry, well off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Gordon, and she wastes no time trying to push it up the floor. Nice move there. Oh, she loses a handle of it, kicks it back out to Chilton at the right wing. She wants to dribble in. Oh, puts it up over two girls, and it falls.
Josh, and that was a great use of her body right there. Two defenders came at her, but she went right into them and kept the ball away. Great angle, great shot.
And when you're as big and as strong as Zoe Chilton is, why not enforce your will there? It's Perry County with the ball at the right wing. Carly Everett playing some tight defense. Bird gives over to Duncan. Back to Bird. Out the left wing, now quickly over to the left corner. Wants to drive along the baseline. And an impressive pass there to Duncan. There wasn't a lot of room to fit that pass. Look at Chloe Warren playing some tough defense, and the ball goes out of bounds. Off of Warren, Perry County will maintain possession.
And Josh, you gotta love the aggressiveness right there by Chloe Warren. As a corner three from Perry County is good.
And that three-pointer makes it a three-point game, 13-10. Lady Dogs lead, just under 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Floyd out, Everett from deep, and it's good.
Josh, these young ladies are on fire from deep tonight, and I love seeing Carly Everett come off the bench ready to fire.
And Cam, the Lady Dogs have scored 16 points in every shot, but 2 have come from beyond the perimeter. Bird wants to try her chance from deep, no good. Chilton tips it and corrals the rebound. Some great ball being played by Zoe Chilton. Pass to Gordon, back out to Floyd. Pulls up from three, off the mark. Oh, but Everett tips it back in a bullet pass to Floyd, mid-range, good.
Josh, something that I've noticed with these Lady Dog offense, they're getting the ball inside and passing it back out. We've talked about it before, sucking that defense in. That's what you get when you drive the ball effectively, and they're doing it well tonight.
Right corner three from Perry, no good, short off the front part of the rim, and Warren's able to get the rebound, looking for help, and finds Everett. The ball's kicked away by Perry County. Possession stays with the Lady Dogs. Game of soccer broke out there for a minute, Cam. And Everett inbounds to Warren. Now 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Lady Dogs lead by 8. Left wing, Floyd wants to pull up from three. No good. In and out there for the Lady Dogs, and Perry with the rebound. Pushes it down the right side of the floor. Just under 30 seconds now to play.
Josh, you can't hate that take there from Ava Floyd. She's been feeling it. Not a bad take at all. She was wide open.
And someone to watch out for, Bird for Perry County. 3, guarding 3, Gordon on Bird.
Now we've seen her hit a couple of shots from deep. Now they're playing her defensively all the way out to the volleyball line. You can tell it's a big difference maker. It's just
and a deep 3, and it falls in for Perry County. And with less than a second to go, Warren will just sit on it, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter, a quarter that brought a lot of excitement with 3 more quarters left to play here on WNKX. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern-style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
So Cam, a pretty clean first quarter here by both teams. You know, we usually see a lot of first half fouls, at least we did the last game, where I think they were like 6, if not more, fouls in the first half against Waverly. But tonight, no fouls so far in the first quarter, same as Perry County, and I'm looking to see more of that. Right, play tight defense, and if you're going to give up points, I mean, Bird has made some tough shots for Perry County where it hasn't necessarily been bad defense, just very talented plays by a very talented young lady.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it can be contributed to the day off, right? Back-to-backs are hard. Coach Dawson talked about in his interview the other night. Back-to-backs, even for NBA guys, are difficult, and especially an intense one for both of the Dogs teams after Marshall County. So coming in with fresher legs has definitely made a difference.
And Duncan tries to go behind the back. And Floyd takes advantage of the loose dribbling. Floyd up the floor in a hurry. Bird there to meet her. She puts it up and no good. But she's fouled, and that will send Ava to the free throw line. And Cam, once again, the commentator's curse. We talked about there being no fouls. Now, 15 seconds into the second quarter, we see how the game's first.
But we're not going to talk about what's going to happen with free throws.
And that's why we don't talk about it. Ava Floyd knocks down free throw number 1.
Josh, I think that's a pact we're going to need to make for the rest of the season. Pre-first free throw, don't say a word.
And number 2 goes in for Ava Floyd. So that will extend the Bulldogs' lead 20 to 13.
And Josh, we're currently playing, we're face guarding Miss Bird right now, which I really like because she's been pretty much their offense.
I'll pass it back out to another Bird. Now over to the right wing, guarded by Floyd. She wants to drive in the paint. Ava not letting her. She gets a hand on the ball, but the pass still finds its intended target. Thornton out the right wing. Goes over to the right corner, looking for Bird, guarded by Haley Gordon. And Gordon knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with Perry. But some nice defense there by Gordon to be aware, to be looking ahead to where she was looking.
Yeah, great job. She got screened on the backside. They're trying to get Bird a shot. Because they are face guarding her, it's more difficult, but great job there.
Bird kicks it out to the corner. 3 from Perry. No good. And Floyd there to get the rebound. A tough pass to Chilton. Goes all the way over to the left wing. Now to the left corner. Gordon dribbles in mid-range. No good. Look at Gordon, a hustle play. And it will stay with Hickman County. And Cam, man, this week we have seen almost a rejuvenated Haley Gordon as she is putting her body on the line this week.
Yeah, and she's motivated. I don't know what by, but I love knowing that she is, and she's playing her heart out.
And Floyd mid-range shot, good. 22 to 13. Lady Dogs in the lead. Bird now at the right wing. Wants to dribble in. Jump stop, mid-range, no good. Off the glass and stripped away by Warren, but Perry County picks up the loose ball. Now ball at the left wing. It's Thornton. Dribbling around, now back up top at the high post. Looking for help, bounce pass inside. Spin move, up and no good. The ball's on the ground, it hits the baseline, and it goes off on Perry County.
And right there was a great job by all the Lady Dogs but particularly because Haley Gordon is face guarding number 3, she cannot be in help side. The Lady Dogs have to be an extra help side and have to be extra aware. They did a great job right there knowing that.
And Warren driving in hard after the corner. Floyd open look. Oh, no good. But there's Gordon again, a scrappy play to force the jump ball, and possession will stay with Hickman County. And Cam, there have been a lot of shots tonight. To your point earlier, they've been great looks, and frankly, they've been great shots. But as we mentioned in previous broadcasts, the rim can be your worst enemy sometimes.
Yeah, Josh, but
wide open Floyd mid-range, no good. Chilton right there, not a Viking in sight as Chilton goes up and in.
Yeah, and a great job right there by not rushing the shot. So taking her time, power dribbling up.
Now Bird, looked to pull up from way downtown, but pulls it down and passes it back over to Thornton. Thornton guarded by Bentley. Tries to pass at the free throw stripe, dribbles into the paint. Knocked down by Chilton. But they'll get Zoe on the foul. That sends Perry County to the free throw line.
Josh, that was that old adage of you have to keep your hand off the hip or torso. Right there, it probably wouldn't have been called a foul if both hands are up.
And that sends Clace to the free throw line. First one bounces off the back of the rim, no good. And Everett checking in for Gordon. How about that, Cam? Haley Gordon getting a well-deserved rest, but Carly Everett racking up the minutes so far in this game.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if Carly is playing, is face guarding number 3 after this, because she's been an excellent defender as well.
Now Everett brings it up the floor after the second made free throw by Perry. 24-14 your score. Lady Dogs up 10. Floyd drives in. Oh, that's a tough shot. One too many steps there, and they'll get Floyd with the walk.
So Josh, Perry County has switched in a 2-3 right now, but it's a very sunk down 2-3. If I was the Lady Dogs, I'm looking to go to a wing, to the middle, and then back out for a 3. As well as they've been shooting, I think it's crazy that the Perry County coach switched to a 2-3.
That was Thornton dribbling in, passes it over to Bird. Warren playing some tough defense. She looks to drive, but has to bounce back out. Now back over to Thornton up top. And Floyd there to meet her. She tries to dribble in. And a foul on Ava Floyd. And Cam, what I've noticed about this Perry County team, there's a lot of dribbling.
Yeah, Josh, and that's creating, well, why that is because we have taken Kaylee Bird out of the game. She was the one that scored most of their points in the first quarter. We took her out of the game by face guarding her, and now they're having trouble trying to create because she was their main source of creation. So great job there by Coach Gordon.
And Bird pulls up from way downtown. No good. Nice job of boxing out by the Lady Dogs to get the rebound. And Everett pushing it down the floor. Wants to take it herself to the basket, and it rolls around the rim and falls out. No good. Rebounded by Perry County. I believe that was Carrie Bird that was fouled by Chloe Warren. So Perry County with possession. Pump fakes the 3, gives it back over to the right wing. Thornton now, guarded by Bentley, over to the left wing. Moore looking for help. And finds Clace. Clace over to Thornton. Bounce pass to Kari Bird. A pass to the right wing, pulls up from way deep, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Chilton.
And Josh, this Perry County offense just has no idea what to do without Kaylee Bird handling the ball. This is great to watch from the girls' defense here.
Whenever it wants to drive, kicks out Bentley from the right corner. Oh, no good. The shot had a lot of arch there. And Perry brings up the left side. Out of Kari Bird, quick pass underneath the Moore. Moore dribbling on Floyd, wants to put a shot, no good, an errant shot. Picked up by Floyd. That's some great defense there by the Lady Dogs on the interior. And Floyd now slows the pace a little bit. Now to the left wing, it's Warren. Warren back up top to Everett. Everett pump fakes, dribbles in. Now stops herself and gives over to Ava Floyd. Everett. Across the way to Bentley. Nice pass into Zoe Chilton. Spin move, puts it up and in.
Josh, that was beautiful offense there. Great job by Carly Everett to swing the ball to the corner, and that's going to cause the whole defense to shift. That allowed Zoe Chilton to get early position and get that good post up.
After the Chilton basket, Hickman leads 26-14, just over 2 minutes to go in the half. And Nola Bentley, a great steal, and it's tipped right to Everett. She's on the drive, puts it up, no good. And a timeout is called by Perry County. And Cam, that was a nice turn of fortune there. A nice job by Bentley to initiate the steal there, but it was tipped away from her, and Everett right there. Of course, they couldn't finish off the play, but they are making these Perry County girls work here early in this first half of play.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. Getting in the lanes defensively. If you're face guarding an individual during the game, causing a steal, getting in the passing lanes can be so huge because that destroys their confidence even more so. They can't get the ball to the best player, and now they can't even get a pass off. That makes it really tough, and you're just kind of mentally defeated at that point. So if they could keep this up, it's going to be a long night for Perry County.
Well, they say defense wins championships for a reason. The Lady Dogs have been great on defense pretty much all year. But Cam, Hickman County's played a lot of talented young ladies, but I'm not sure if I've seen any with the shooting ability that Miss Kaylee Bird has.
At least the range, right? There was a couple girls from Columbia Academy had very good shots, but they didn't have the range to shoot from volleyball or logo area. This young lady does.
And Thornton drives in mid-range, and it's good, and she is fouled. So she will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play following the and one.
And Josh, right there, you have to know, you have to have the presence of mind by Nola Kate to say, hey, this girl is left-handed. It was as if she didn't realize she was left-handed and let the girl blow by her.
So the free throw, no good, but it goes out of bounds on Hickman County. Perry County maintains possession. They're down by 10. Lady Dogs up 26-16. And Thornton open look from three. No good. Duncan with the rebound for the Vikings. Duncan tries to drive in left-handed. No good. In and out. Everett playing some tough defense. Duncan tries for a putback. No good. Rebounded by Chilton. Pass up the court to Gordon. Jump stop. Mid-range shot. Falls short. But Floyd in there for a tough rebound. And now it's a scrap for the ball. And the official blows the whistle, signals for the jump. Perry County in possession.
Josh, right there, I would have loved. Now, we are not taking any credit away from Haley. She has played amazing tonight. Right there, you were in transition. Don't look to dribble when you get the ball. Look to get the ball up the floor. We've seen that with the guys' team a lot. Is you get on a breakaway, not by dribbling, but by passing. In the same way, I would love to see Haley say, let me get this ball up the floor by passing, not dribbling. But still, not a bad take at all.
We're now under a minute left to go in the first half. Perry County with the ball at the right wing, guarded by Bentley. Thornton dribbles over, passes to Duncan at the left wing. The ball is now up top. There's Kaylee Bird yet again, guarded by Gordon.
Great job there by Ava Floyd to pick up the double with Kaylee Bird getting that ball. You know she's the tough offensive player.
Duncan loses possession of it, and it's a scrap between Moore and Chilton. And yet another jump ball. This time the possession arrow points in the direction of the Lady Dogs.
Josh, I think the biggest difference tonight has been just the mental part of the game. These girls are so much more locked in and ready to play. You know, rest is very important for the body, but I would argue it's more important for the mind. And these girls look sharp tonight.
So Floyd now, up top left, dribbles in, bounces over. Gordon pulls up from three, no good, but a tough rebound by Chilton, and she puts it back up, no good. Gordon picks up the ball, 2 seconds, puts it up, no good, just short. And that brings us to the end of the first half, and a first half that goes the way of the Hickman County Lady Dogs. And at the end of the first half, Hickman County leads 26-16. We'll be right back after this halftime intermission with second half basketball. Don't go anywhere.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the energy pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry.
So we are about 3 minutes away from beginning the second half here at J.E. Siska Memorial Gymnasium. Your Hickman County Lady Dogs currently lead Perry County 26-16 in Cam. It was quite the eventful first half. The Lady Dogs put up a number of points in this first half of play, and the two players that really stood out to me, Ava Floyd and Zoe Chilton. I mean, Zoe Chilton already has 9 points. Of course, she's not known for her scoring, for racking up 30 points a game. But Cam, she has been lethal tonight in the absence of Delaney King. I'm sure Zoe is preparing herself to get a lot of minutes in this game and to play the big role that Hickman County is going to need to win this game.
Yeah, and she's done a great job scoring the ball, but we know that she could be super valuable rebounding the basketball, and she has done that so well tonight. These Perry County girls are not small by any means, and but she's done a great job clearing out space and making sure she gets in there, gets a rebound, not allowing second chance opportunities.
And Cam, I think what I'm looking to see the Lady Dogs do the most in this second half, and we touched on this during the first half, was that Perry County dribbles a whole lot, right? They will dribble from one corner, from the left corner all the way around to the right wing. And I think if Hickman County can take advantage of that, play aggressive, spring up, and get a quick steal, I mean, there's a lot of points that can result from that. And we saw that a few times, but I want to see them, I don't know, I just want to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity for turnover. The Perry County girls don't have any elite ball handlers outside of Kaylee Bird, and we know that Kaylee Bird's being face guarded. So that kind of takes her out of the equation. Force those girls to, well, I mean, they are putting the ball on the floor. So now let's force them to turn the ball over, right? We do what we normally do well, right? And that is guard the pass, be ready for any offensive set that's going on. But now we've forced them to put the ball on the floor. Well, now that the ball's on the floor, Josh, it's time to steal it. So let's go steal it.
And what I like as well, I mean, about these Lady Dogs, they have a lot of girls on this team that will do just that, right? You see the aggressiveness of Haley Gordon. We see the aggressiveness of Ava Floyd. We even saw Nola Bentley force a few turnovers in that first half. I mean, the Lady Dogs have girls that they want the ball, right? We talked to Haley Gordon on Tuesday, and she has a mentality unlike anyone we've talked to on either the boys or girls Hickman County team. So we know these girls have a drive to win. They have a drive to score. So let's just wait to see what they do here. As the ball is inbounded by Perry, Bird drives in but dribbles back out, pulls up mid-range from the corner, knocks down a quick mid-range. 26-18 now your score, and Perry playing very aggressively on defense here to start this half. And Floyd wants to drive. Tough pass, and it's knocked out of bounds by Perry County. Floyd was looking for Haley Gordon at the left wing.
And Josh, Perry County came out in a press, but even before that, we allowed an easy entry pass to Bird, right? From out of bounds straight to her, and then she went and made a good play. That's what good players do, but you can't let them have that opportunity.
And Floyd finds Gordon, a dangerous pass there. Gordon across the way to Warren. Warren dribbles in, kicks it back out. Bentley wants to dribble in and kicks it back out. Oh, a loose pass there. I think it might have gotten away from Bentley as he was trying to get it out to the right wing. Turnover here. Perry brings it to the floor now to the right wing, or the left wing rather. Duncan dribbles in, kicks it back out. Corey Bird from three. She knocks it down. So it's not just Kaylee Bird that can shoot, Cam.
Yeah, Josh, and we have to recognize that and realize that they're only 5 behind now, so we have to really pay attention, be purposeful on offense.
So Chilton gives over to Bentley. Bentley to the corner, it's Gordon. Dribbles around, looking for help. Bounce pass to Floyd. Floyd dribbles in, nice handoff to Chilton. Chilton backing down, puts it up left hand, no good. Rebounded by Perry County. And Cam, this Perry County team is playing a lot tougher defense than we saw in the first half.
Yeah, they come out with a really solid energy. Coach must have a fire underneath them.
The three-pointer no good, rebounded by Chloe Warren. A nice box out there. Now Floyd up top, gives over to the left wing. It's Gordon. Gordon passes over to Warren. Warren swings it over quickly to Floyd. Now the left corner, it's Bentley.
Josh, so Perry County's in a 2-3 zone right now. They're getting a little expanded, but they keep doubling at the wings. We gotta get the ball moving quick. As Zoe Chilton on the inside misses a shot, gets the rebound.
Over 2 girls, but Perry able to strip it away and take it back the other direction. Now Bird dribbles in. Passes underneath to Duncan. Duncan tries to put it up over Chloe Warren. And Duncan is fouled and will go to the line.
And Josh, these Lady Dogs, they did not come out of the half flat by any means. There's a sharpness that they had in the first half that has not shown in these first few minutes. But even more so than that, Perry County has come out with an energy that I don't know that they expected them to come out with. As 23 knocks down the first one at the free throw line. But we have to be prepared for that. These teams aren't just going to lay down to us.
And free throw number 2 by Duncan goes in. 3-point game now, 26-23. And Cam, even though the first half ended with a 10-point Lady Dog lead, there were several times in that first half where it was close. And we knew this Perry County team wouldn't go away. We knew they'd play energized. And Perry County forces yet another turnover.
And Josh, it is so hard to break a zone with dribbling. We have to pass the ball.
Bird gives over to Thornton, met by Nola Cape. Thornton backs up and resets the offense. 2 screens set. She pulls up from 3, well short off the front of the rim, rebounded by Bentley, and Bentley keeps it in bounds, and Chilton there to pick it up. Bird on Zoe. Bounce pass to Floyd, over to Warren. Warren, nice first step. Dribbles into the paint, looks for help, and she walks. And Cam, I kind of thought Chloe Warren was going to go up there and try a shot, right? I mean, we know she's aggressive when she drives into the paint like that, but a little bit of hesitation there draws the walk.
Yeah, Josh, I would have loved to have seen that classic first big quick step into a one dribble pull up there. She's great at that shot. I'd love to see her take it more.
Gordon there to meet Kaylee Bird. Now over to Thornton. Thornton finds Clace. Clace dribbles in slowly, looking for help. Finds Kari Bird at the high post, and she goes back over. Now underneath to Duncan. Duncan puts it up left-handed, no good, but gets her own rebound and dribbles it back out around the perimeter. Now back up top to Thornton. Duncan at the left wing, Chilton giving her some steps. Dribbles in, long 2, no good, rebounded by Chilton. But no, Duncan comes flying in to force a jump ball, and it will stay with Hickman County. But Cam, this young Duncan girl, she's been playing with a fire in this half.
Yeah, high energy, and you know if she's going to play like that, you have to put a body on her. If there's a rebound to be had, she's going to go after it. So you have to be willing to box her out.
And Warren steps in, drives in, but dribbles back out, gives to Floyd. Floyd, nice move, puts it up the layup, and it's good. Hickman County finally gets their first bucket of the second half, 28-23 your score. And Bird wants to drive in, dribbles back out.
Great job there by Ava Floyd. Don't really have much of an offense going. Let's attack the rim.
It's now Bird. High right wing, dribbles in to the paint, now dribbles back out. Over to Duncan in the corner. She pulls up from 3. No good. It's a mad dash for the ball. Picked up by Perry. Perry left-handed, no good. And Bentley corrals it for the Lady Dogs.
And Josh, something
3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Something we did well in the first half was rebound. Something we have not done well at all in this half is rebound. That's been the difference.
When Warren drives in, no good. Picked up by Floyd after it's knocked around. And an easy 2 for Ava Floyd.
Another play extended there by Haley Gordon with her hustle. Great job by that young lady to get in, knock the ball out, and let Ava have an open lane to the basket.
And Cam, I'm sure Perry County's already figured this out, but if you give Ava Floyd, and there's several girls on this Lady Dog team that this could be applied to, but if you give Ava Floyd a lane where it's just one girl guarding her, I mean, she's going to make you pay every single time. She is just tough to drive into the paint. We said on Tuesday she drives like Danica Patrick into the paint and to the basket. And she lowers that head, and there's nothing stopping her.
Yeah, Josh, and the determination that she has played with this past week has been so effective. You know, Coach Gordon talked about how much it energized the team, and I think they are replicating what she does, right? And she might not lead with words, but she's leading with example right now, without a doubt, because everyone is following in suit behind her. If she's giving a hustle, then everyone else is saying, let me do it too.
And it's so funny you mentioned leading by example. I think that's what she does the best, right? She's very soft-spoken. We've interviewed her a few times, very humble. But when she's out on the court, whole another animal, right? I think the girls look to her, even as a younger girl, Ava only a sophomore, and I think she inspires everyone around her. And I think you see that effect, right? I mean, this seems like a whole new Lady Dog team since she's come in this year.
Yeah, and not to mention, she has the toughest assignment, face guarding Kaylee Bird, who has been a monster tonight.
And Bird with the ball, guarded now by Gordon. Now at the left wing, met by Floyd. Given over to Thornton. Now Chilton at the right wing on defense. Marshall looking to drive in. Chilton not allowing a bucket there. She has to pass it back out to Duncan. Nice move by Duncan. She drives in. Oh, and she jumps, lands, no call. Three-pointer, no good, rebounded by Gordon. Interesting no call, but Hickman County gets the ball all the same as Gordon passes it over to Warren. Now she brings up the floor. Now to Floyd at the left wing. Wants to drive in. Dishes back out, over to Gordon. Right wing three, good, nothing but net.
And Josh, when you bring in energy and when you bring in effort, it locks you in the whole game. I love seeing Haley Gordon take that shot right there because you know she's locked in and ready to play.
And Bird drives in, the layup is good. So looks like not only can she shoot deep from three, but some impressive moves right there to get to the basket by Kaylee Bird.
Yeah, and there needs to be more help side by the Lady Dogs. You have to zero in on her. So Ava Floyd through the lane.
Oh, that was such an amazing move. Unfortunately, could not finish it off with some points. 33-25 your score, just over a minute left in the third quarter. Bird hands it off. Floyd playing tough defense. The ball rolls over to Thornton. Hands off to Bird. Bird wants to drive, kicks it out. Duncan pulls up from three, no good. On the ball, it's tipped several times, and Floyd tries to pick it up, but it hits that sideline out of bounds. Perry County ball, and Cam Duncan seems a little shaken up for Perry, but I guess that's the risk you take when you fly around the court. I'm not going to discredit her at all. She's played with high hustle, high energy tonight for this Perry County team.
Yeah, absolutely. Outside of Kaylee Bird, she's been the biggest difference maker, not just scoring, but just hustle-wise. You know, no matter what you do, effort is going to make an impact.
Now Thornton with the ball up top, screen set by Marshall. Kicks out Duncan, corner three, good. For Perry County. And Chilton, a little hesitant there. Now finally gives up to Floyd. 30 seconds in the third quarter. Floyd being double teamed, looking for help. The whistle blows, and Coach Gordon, brilliant time out there. Just when the Lady Dogs needed it. I mean, Floyd looked to be in a world of trouble. So Coach Gordon helping out his team there.
Yeah, Josh. Again, we kind of forget that Ava Floyd is a sophomore. She's learning still. She's learning the game. As a young player, it's easy to make this mistake. But never pick up your dribble in a corner. Never do it. Because that's going to, especially if they're in a press where they're trapping, a zone press where they're trapping, if you pick up your dribble there, that's an automatic double team. That's what happened to Ava right there. Was she dribbled herself into that spot, picked it up to make a pass. The right thing to do there is to continue that dribble and try to keep the ball in the middle of the floor.
So Hickman, as both teams come out of the timeout, will be in possession as Chilton inbounds to Floyd. Under 30 seconds to play. Hickman taking their time, wanting to take the last shot of the third quarter. Pass over to Ava. Oh, Ava over to Haley Gordon. Now 10 seconds. Floyd drives in, passes out. Warren to Gordon. Gordon dribbles in, tough two, good. That is a tough shot there for Haley Gordon. And Cam, it looked like Warren had an open three, but she pulls it down, elects to let her team have some of the glory. And that shot right there by Haley Gordon, how impressive was that?
Yeah, that was a tough shot, off balance, off the wrong foot, going through the lane. Got a couple defenders coming at you. That's just pure concentration and determination there.
And it's rare you see a ball go off the front side of the rim and then roll over and in there, Cam. I mean, we say the rim doesn't do many favors, but it did certainly there for us that time, and I am not complaining about it one bit. as Christmas music begins to echo around here in J.E. Cisco. And Cam, are you excited for Christmas this year?
Josh, it is the most wonderful time of the year. I'm one of those gentlemen that I have a certain appreciation for Christmas music. I think it's one of the most beautiful. It makes you just feel joyous. I listen to Christmas music starting in September, Josh. Call me crazy. People tell me I'm wrong. No, you're wrong. If you're sitting here tonight thinking I'm crazy for listening to Christmas music in September, you're wrong. I'm right. How does it feel? It gets you in the right mood for anything, okay? You want to get ready for a game? You want to get hyped? Listen to Christmas music. There's some out there for you. If you want to, just feel happy and joyous, you're cruising in a car, throw on some Christmas music. It's the best time of the year, Josh. I feel great.
Cam, it's a pleasure that I can broadcast these games alongside Father Christmas. I'm not sure I've heard anyone so adamant about Christmas music before. And Bird is fouled quickly to start the fourth quarter.
Josh, I just feel like it's underrated. It's still music. It's beautiful. People need to appreciate it more.
It gets me in the mood. And Thornton, tough pass underneath. On the ball, tipped away by Warren, looking for Duncan on the other side of the paint. And it will stay with Perry County. No. It went out on Duncan. How about that? So Hickman County forces a turnover here early in this fourth quarter. And Chilton inbounds to Bentley. So 35-28 your score as our fourth quarter is underway. Oh, a tough pass to Floyd along the sideline. Floyd dribbles it back out. Up top, quick pass to Gordon. Gordon over to Warren. Warren, nice bounce pass to Chilton. Kicks it back out to Warren. Warren drives in over to Chilton. Chilton drives, lobs it back out to Ava Floyd.
And Josh, right there, Zoe Chilton kind of got caught up in the lane for a second. She has to know, I'm getting the defense as Ava Floyd with a great and one!
And one for the Hickman County Lady Dogs. That will send Ava Floyd to the line.
Great job there by Ava Floyd. But as I was saying, when you're in the post, you take a dribble towards the middle, you're going to draw the opposite side defender, and that's going to give the corner to be wide open as Ava Floyd knocks down that free throw.
So the three-point play was completed. Perry County quickly on the move. Thornton in the right corner, dribbles back around to the wing. A nice move there, mid-range jumper, no good, off the glass, gets her own rebound, and dribbles out looking to reset. Kari Bird pump fakes, hands back off to Thornton at the left wing. Thornton. Bird over to Thornton. Thornton over to the other Bird. Tough bounce pass. Looking, bounces out. Duncan pulls it from the right wing, knocks down the three-pointer.
And Josh, she had a defender all in her face, and she still knocked it down. Great shot by that young lady.
And Warren passes out to Floyd. Floyd drives in herself. Tough two. Good for Ava Floyd.
Josh, and you got to love when these Lady Dogs go downhill. It's so effective.
Now a quick pass across the court there. Bird looked to shoot for a moment, but pulls it down and dribbles. Picks up her dribble. And passes out to Clace. Clace hands to Thornton, dribbles back, guarded by Bentley. 40-31 your score. Lady Dogs lead, 5:50 to go in the game. That's Kaylee Bird looking to drive. Pulls up from mid-range, good.
And Josh, she is such a tough one to play defense on. She knows exactly where her spots are, and she gets to them.
And Duncan knocks it out of bounds. Floyd was looking for Chilton. Now Chilton gives over to Ava Floyd. Well, she drives in, and she is fouled by Carrie Bird. Quick inbound there, Chilton to Warren. Floyd now in that right corner. Passes to Chilton up top. Chilton looks to drive, slowly backing down. And she'll put it up, a tough shot, and it's good. And Zoe Chilton just dominating inside the paint. Oh, and look at this, a quick pass in the paint for Perry County. Thornton, and it's batted down by Nola Bentley, and she is swarmed by a couple of Lady Vikings, and she draws the foul. And Nola Bentley playing with a fire there on that play.
Yeah, great job to get back. So she dived down when the ball was in the post to help pick up there, and then immediately came soaring back. Great job, great effort there.
And the wherewithal by Bentley as well. She knocked that ball down. It's in the air. She had to collect herself to find that ball, and she does just that. And draws the foul. Floyd, right wing. She'll drive in, but dribbles back out. Oh, tries for a tough bounce pass. A little bit of a stutter step there, and the official signal for the walk.
I like what you saw there, but, you know, you kind of got to see it a little bit earlier. Don't force anything, especially not late in the game where you can turn the ball over.
Pass underneath to Duncan. Warren there. And the underhanded layup attempt is no good, but she is fouled, and she will go to the line.
Josh, I think that right there was just a great defensive play by Warren. She got called for the foul, but she did a great job standing in front of that girl.
Duncan knocks down free throw number 1. Looks like Belle Warren substituting in for Kari Bird. Free throw number 2 is good. I don't believe Duncan has missed one on the game. Chilton, inbounds to Bentley. Bentley back to Chilton. A lot of quick passes here. Floyd will now dribble. Oh, a nice pass to Bentley. Quickly over to Gordon. Gordon dribbles in. Picks up her dribble. Nice bounce pass. Bentley takes it to the board. No good. Rebounded by Clace, but she goes to the floor, and that's what draws the walk, so Hickman County will take back over possession. 42-35 your score, 4:20 to go in the game. Hickman leads. Out to the corner, it's Chilton, now to Gordon at the wing. Gordon picks up, oh, and Floyd loses a handle. Usually Floyd's so sure-handed. Tough play there as Perry takes over, and they're pushing it down the floor in a hurry. Hickman County taking their time. Thornton along the baseline, bounces up and no good. Stripped away by Floyd, and it goes out of bounds off of Floyd. So Perry maintains possession. 4 minutes left in the game. Bird looking to throw it in. She finds Clace. Clace goes up, hook shot, no good. Tipped around. Then Duncan will corral it and hands over to Thornton at the logo. And now back to Kaylee Bird.
Josh, we got to limit extra chances right here. We got to keep them to 1.
It's in the corner, it's Warren. Oh, and Duncan loses a handle. And Chloe Warren brings up the floor in a hurry. She's not slowing down. Nice step, no good. But Chilton picks up the rebound, tries to put it back up, no good. But she is fouled. And that sends Zoe Chilton to the free throw line.
And Josh, I wish Chloe Warren right there would have just gone straight through, straight up. She could have got fouled, but great job following up there by Zoe Chilton drawing that foul.
And Chilton's first free throw is good. Free throw number 2 is up and good. 12 points on the day for Zoe Chilton. 44-35 your score, 3.5 to go.
Josh, those free throws were big right there to just kind of stop a little bit of bleeding that the Bulldogs had the last couple of possessions.
That's Clace, the left wing, dribbles up top, hands over to Thornton, guarded by Bentley, now back over to Clace. Now a handoff, deep 3 by Thornton, rattles around and goes in for Perry County, and a timeout is called. 44-38 your score with 3:07 left in the game.
And Josh, you can really tell Delaney King isn't here tonight. These girls are tired. They're playing a 6-man rotation, right? And something that we have not seen very much of in the second half is Carly Everett, Josh. I'm surprised by that. I really am. I figured that we would see her some more in the second half because she played well in the first half. But irregardless here, we're up by 6. We got to take care of the basketball. Whether we scored or not is whatever, but you have to take care of it and you have to rebound. Those two things cannot be stated more clearly, because if you want to lose a basketball game, don't do those two things. And here, to make sure that we keep a distance between us and Perry County, we need to do the little things.
I'm with you 100%, Cam. And yeah, Carly Everett, she brings such a spark, not only on offense, but defensively as well. She is great on both sides of the floor. So right now, you're 5 for Hickman, Chloe Warren, Zoe Chilton, Ava Floyd, Nola Kate Bentley, and Haley Gordon. So Chilton inbounding from the baseline and finds Bentley. Now back to Chilton. Tough pass to Floyd, across the way to Bentley. Now back to Chilton, now back over to Floyd. Some nice ball movement by the Lady Dogs. Bentley, now to the corner, it's Gordon.
Josh, I know we're up by 6 late in the game, but you got to catch the ball ready to shoot. Noah Bentley had a good opportunity. It's Ava Floyd knocking down that free throw line jumper.
Ava Floyd has just been so lethal inside the perimeter these last few games. She started off the season, her best shot was from beyond the perimeter, but now, I mean, being a force to be reckoned with from mid-range. And Thornton pulls up a deep 3 off the glass, no good. Now Bird with the rebound. Tough pass to Thornton mid-range, off the glass and in. So 46-40 your score, just over 2 minutes to go. Chilton inbounds to Warren, guarded by Kaylee Bird. Some quick passes here to get the ball across the midcourt stripe. Oh, and Bentley loses the ball but gets it out to Warren. Tough pass. And Warren, was that a foul there, Cam? Or was there a timeout on the floor?
It was a timeout there, Josh, by Coach Gordon. Good timing right there by Coach Gordon to call that timeout. Nola Bentley has to have the presence of mind there to know, I can't have that thing down around my chest, around my torso. I'm going to get it taken, Josh. We have to have that thing up around our chin, be strong with it, and then when we decide to pass with a purpose.
And something I noticed, Cam, if that timeout wasn't called, if Chloe Warren looks up, I mean, she had Zoe Chilton in the paint, not a soul around her, but of course, in the moment, it's hard to notice these things. I think that's a good timeout by Coach Gordon. That's been one of his strengths as a coach this season, I believe. His ability to know when his girls are in danger and when to call timeouts. He has been one of the best I've seen this season at doing that.
Yeah, he does such a great job of that, especially knowing his player in that situation, right? Depending on what player catches that ball is whether he's going to call that timeout or not. Sometimes, you trust the player. When they're a primary ball handler, in a situation like that, you wouldn't necessarily call that timeout, but Nola Kate, not being a ball handler but more of a shooter, you have the presence of mind to say, hey, let me go ahead and call this timeout.
Chilton inbounds to Warren. Just under the 2-minute mark now. Lady Dogs up 6. Chilton, nice little move, dribbles in tough to the paint. Kicks it back out to Warren. That's a tough bounce pass. Warren now, being guarded by Thornton, gives over to Bentley, top right, and she is fouled by Kaylee Bird.
And Josh, if I'm Chloe Warren and they overplay me on a pass or on a dribble, I am going, you are so dumb right now. Let me just blow by you and get to the rim. I appreciate her trying to continue the play, trying to run clock off, but at the same time, you still got to play basketball.
Nola Bentley knocks down free throw number 1, her first point on the game. Some substitutions here for Perry County. Kari Bird in for Belle Warren. Free throw number 2 off the mark and rebounded by Clace. Perry County up the right side of the floor. And Bird pulls up from 3, no good. Clace rebounds it, puts up a long 2, can't find it. Bird rebounds it, mid-range 2, won't find it. And Chilton finally, mercifully, gets a rebound for the Lady Dogs. And Duncan rips it away from Chilton. Duncan puts it up, and Zoe Chilton says not today. And Bentley is fouled. And Cam, Zoe Chilton, my word, that was a vicious pack right there.
Yeah, making that turnover right there, it's a big mistake this late in the game, but the ability to recover, to stay calm enough after you make that turnover, just have the presence of mind to block that shot was a great job there by Zoe.
And that sends Bentley back to the free throw line after the foul. Free throw number 1 is no good, and Cam, Nola Bentley looks like a little bit of frustration out there. I think if she just calms down, realizes her talent, I think she'll be good.
Yeah, free throws is, as she knocks down the second, free throws is a big mental thing more than it is, just a talent thing, Josh. It can be tough if you're not confident.
I mean, it's almost like putting in golf, right? On paper it should be easy, but there's a lot that goes into it. That's like a foul there on the Lady Dogs, and I think Clace might have taken a hit to the face. And Cam, we saw Duncan on that defensive play by Chilton, took a little bit of a tumble earlier, was holding her head. And a timeout is called as both sides try to collect themselves here. With 63 seconds to go, the Lady Dogs lead by 8. Now, while momentum is with Hickman, game's still not over. Right, 8 points. Definitely not insurmountable by any means, especially with how aggressively we've seen these Perry County girls playing defense.
Yeah, Josh, I mentioned it at the start of this quarter, and it rings even more true now. Doing the little things like rebounding and not turning the ball over are going to be so vital in these last 63 seconds, right? Because if you make 2 turnovers, they can be within 1 possession of you, right? It's a game of swings and momentum, and you have to limit the other team's momentum right here. So momentum is with us. Let's try to keep it.
At some point, you have to expect them to go to their big playmakers from beyond the perimeter, looking for some big threes. And Kari Bird inbounds to Thornton. Thornton dribbles around. Now under a minute to play. Duncan sets a screen, but Warren not biting. Duncan dribbles in, kicks it back out. Bird dribbles in, hands off to Kaylee Bird. Hickman County playing some nice defense. Bird on the baseline. Duncan has to pull up a contested 3, won't find it. But Kaylee Bird with the rebound gives Kari Bird from 3, no good. Rebounded by Clace. Thornton, corner 3, no good. Rebounded by Floyd. Floyd in a hurry up the floor. But now she'll stop, slow it down, under 30 seconds to play. Nice move by Floyd. And Thornton has to foul, and that is someone you do not want to foul if you're Perry County.
Yeah, Josh, I'm going to be careful what I say here because she's at the free throw line. I'm not going to say anything, actually.
Maybe for the best.
And she made the first. She's done a great job making her first free throw tonight. And she made her second.
And she is automatic from the free throw line, Ken.
When I don't say anything.
I had to wait till after. Oh, and Gordon, oh my goodness, watch that at the bench, and Gordon checking up on the Perry County bench. The ball might have went off the head of one of the Perry County players.
But you gotta love diving in the crowd like that. Great job there by Haley.
A devil may care attitude. Kari inbounds at the Thornton, and Cam, they have to do something in a hurry. Bird finds Kaylee Bird, dribbles in. Clace loses a handle of it, and it will go the way of Hickman. And Cam, I believe now with 13 seconds, Lady Dogs up 10. Hickman's going to walk out of here with a W.
Yeah, Josh, you can probably put this thing on ice.
A tough pass. Gordon misses the layup, but that might be one of the best misses as it keeps the ball on the floor. The clock keeps rolling. 3 seconds. Bird passes. Deep 3. No good. And your Hickman County Lady Dogs finish this 3-game homestand with a big W over Perry County by a final score of 50-40.
Yeah, Josh, these girls played great tonight. Played a really solid game, looked really good coming off of those tough games already earlier this week. Remember, although they did get a day of rest, it is only 1 day. So for them to come out and put this performance together with one less girl playing tonight, it was a pretty solid job.
And the leading scorer for your Hickman County Lady Dogs is none other than Ava Floyd with 23. But Cam, what I want to make a note of is Zoe Chilton, right? She was having to play 2 roles tonight. Usually she has Delaney King there to help her out underneath, but she was having to be a one-man army tonight, and she did such a fantastic job. And she also had some points in her own right.
Yeah, Josh, absolutely. She did a great job finding the bucket tonight. But obviously, as she usually does, she rebounded the ball great. And you can't ask for anything better than a solid performance on the boards from really your only post player.
Haley Gordon also finishes the night with 8 points. A respectable night for her. Carly Everett in the first half, had a big three-pointer. Nola Bentley made a couple of free throws. And as we mentioned, Zoe Chilton with 12 points and Ava Floyd with 23. So a good night for the Lady Dogs as they now have plenty of time to get some rest before the Christmas tournaments. And then after those tournaments, we'll be back here January 6th to cover more Hickman County Lady Dog basketball. Folks, I'm Josh Copley alongside Cameron Peters, and we're going to take a little bit of a break, but we will be back to cover the Hickman County boys as they take on the boys of Perry County. So we are just a few minutes away from the boys' game here at J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium in Centerville, Tennessee, which will cap off a 3-game homestand. And Cam, the Hickman County Bulldogs looking to go 3-0 on the week. A big win against Marshall County, a win against Waverly, now here tonight against Perry County. Now, Cam, when we talked to Coach Dawson on Tuesday after the Waverly game, although his team won by 27, right, 87-60 final, he wasn't very happy. So what do you think he saw in that Waverly game that he wants to see corrected here tonight?
Yeah, he said he wasn't happy, nor the team. He said if you'd been in that locker room, you would have thought they lost. They did not play their best basketball. I'm expecting a sharpness and an energy that is going to be tough. Now, I heard from an insider trader that Perry County has apparently said something to Elisha Puckett and the Hickman County team that has fueled these guys into being ready to play tonight. If that's the case, they might be in for a long night. I expect to see Elisha Puckett come out here tonight on fire.
And Cam, that's almost what makes college sports and high school sports a little bit different from the professionals, right? You have these personal rivalries, right? These two schools not that far from one another, right? Perry County, Hickman County, side by side. A lot of people, I would imagine a lot of the fans on that Hickman County side know a lot of the fans over here on this Perry County side, right? So these personal connections, these personal relations can be fuel for games like tonight, right? It's what adds to a rivalry, and really, while sometimes they can get out of hand, it's what makes it a little bit more fun to be involved with.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. And, we were both athletes at some point during our life. When your opponent gives you fuel, it's high octane, right? You're ready to rip, and but at the same time you have to come in balanced and you have to come in with a plan. So you can't play outside of yourself, but you can play motivated and ambitious, and I think that's where we're going to be at tonight. Josh, someone else that I'm looking at having a big night tonight is Tim Puckett. One Puckett brother has been as amazing as always. Elisha's a very talented scorer, but Tim has, I believe, missed 2, maybe 3 threes in his past few performances. He's been on fire from deep lately, and he just brings a absolute potency to the offense. Is just Tim's ability to shoot from deep. And again, the biggest thing coming into tonight is Perry County is not a small team by any means. So that leaves it up to one big man in the middle. And that big man is Tyler McKinnon. Tyler McKinnon has to show up tonight, especially on the boards. This Perry County team's long. And I guarantee you their coach is going to have them motivated to make a difference tonight. So stepping up and taking care of business tonight is going to be huge for these dogs, especially in the paint.
And folks, we will take a quick commercial break, and we will be back tip-off just a few moments away on WNKX.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the Energy Pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
So Cam, the starting lineups are being introduced right now. And what I've noticed, first things first, welcome to the starting lineup, Tim Puckett. He was the first name they called, and I'm excited to see how he makes the most of his opportunity here tonight.
Yeah, and Josh, he's starting in Charlie Blosted's spot. I don't see Charlie tonight. I'm sure in the same boat as Delaney, he's probably sick out tonight. I hate to hear that. He's such an energizer of this team, such a good defender for this team. But that being said, Josh, I'm excited to see Tim shoot the ball tonight.
I am too, Cam, and we know Tim. We know he's going to make the most. He said in his interview Tuesday, he said, shoot or shoot. And I'm expecting to see exactly that here tonight. as your starting five looks like Tim Puckett, Will McDonald, Elisha Puckett, Tyler McKinnon, and Dylan Qualls. And Cam, how special is it that Elisha and Timothy, as brothers, get to share the floor together on the same starting five?
Yeah, special as always. You know, I can't imagine what it's like playing with a brother that you've played with your whole life. You know, I remember going over to their house and, you know, being one of Isaiah's closest friends and playing those two in wiffle ball, and they were fierce competitors back then, so I'm excited to see them now.
And Qualls wins the tip as it finds the hands of Will McDonald, and McDonald gives over to Elisha Puckett, and we are underway here in J.E. Cisco with Hickman County Hoops here on WNKX. Puckett, touch pass, swings out to Qualls. Qualls, tough bounce pass. McKinnon bodies him down, up and good, and Tyler McKinnon will strike first.
And Josh, I mentioned it as a turnover.
Tim Puckett lays it up and in for the Hickman County Bulldogs, and Hickman County rolling here early.
Josh establishing a presence inside tonight is going to be huge. Tyler McKinnon with that first bucket. He's going to be a huge difference maker as there's a double dribble.
And McDonald, all fired up, was giving Perry County fits, and that forces the turnover. So Elisha looking inbound to McDonald. McKinnon, Puckett, dribbles up top and swings over to McDonald. The corner, Qualls, pump fakes, dribbles in hard. No good, but he gets his own rebound, but it's ripped away. And McKinnon comes up with it and gets the putback for Hickman County.
And there he is again, stepping up huge.
Already with 4 points tonight is Tyler McKinnon. 6-0 your score, just under 7 in the first quarter. Some quick ball movement. Perry drives in, mid-range, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Elisha.
And both teams tonight.
Left-handed missile to McDonald. He corrals it. And a reverse layup by Will McDonald.
Great job there by Will McDonald, staying focused with that reverse lay. That was a great shot.
And McDonald knocks it loose. Tries again, no good. He gets the rebound, and that is an easy putback for McDonald. And Perry County already forced to call a timeout. And Cam, these Bulldogs on fire to start this game.
Yeah, Josh, what did we talk about right before this game started? The energy and the effort, them getting a day off. Now, do understand, Elisha Puckett was sick yesterday. I heard he was sick, throwing up, wasn't feeling great. But he's out here tonight ready to play. But guess who hasn't even scored a point yet? Elisha Puckett. It is the other dogs making a huge impact tonight that has already showed up. And you love seeing these guys get after it defensively.
And Cam, we know sickness has really gone around Hickman County schools. I mean, my sister Emily has told me reports. Of course, she is a student at Hickman County High School. She says it's like going around like a plague, right? Sinuses, allergies. That's what the cold will do to you. We know it's affected Elisha a little bit yesterday, although his sickness might be a little different. Charlie Blystead out. We know Dane Gilbert's still out with sickness. Perry from three, knocks it down. And after a couple minutes, Perry finally able to knock away that goose egg. Oh, a tough pass mishandled by Tim, but he regains it. Dribbles back, and he'll pull up from deep. No good, but a tough rebound, and Elisha gets the putback.
One, you cannot make that mistake with Tim Puckett again. He will punish you. But Elisha, great job offensive rebounding there.
So Perry moving up the floor now, a lot of passes. Back to Piva House from deep, and he knocks down a three. So Cam, already it looks like Perry County has some good shooters from beyond the perimeter. Hickman County will have to respect that going forward. On a nice touch pass to the corner, McDonald drives on the baseline, gives it, McKinnon up. Oh, no good. Spun the wrong way there, and Perry with the rebound. Quick pass to the left wing, goes across the way to the right wing. Look to pull up from deep, pulls it down out to the corner, drives along the baseline, loses handle, and McKinnon so casually picks it up, floats it, McDonald in stride, layup is good.
I mean, what a pass by Elisha Puckett. Absolutely put that in the pocket, dude. I mean, you don't see throws like that on NFL Sunday.
A perfect pass, and a nice job to finish by McKinnon. A deep three, no good. Off the back of the rim, that was Mercer. And Elisha bringing up the floor. Nice pass, McDonald tips it up and in for Hickman County. Give Elisha the assist, and Cam McDonald on fire with 8 points already in this game. Hickman County leads 16-6, under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Will is not known as an aggressor getting inside, but hey, all of his buckets tonight using the glass, getting inside. I love to see it. That means they're getting out and running.
Well, Perry trying to slow it down. Haston with the ball. Will feed over to Warren. Warren to the left wing, mid-range shot, deep two, no good, but Qualls tips it out. McKinnon cannot corral it. It's Mercer that has it in the corner. Waiting for the official signal here. Cam, I didn't see the referee's point one way or another. Dylan Qualls looked like they should be in possession, but I think they'll keep it with Perry County. That's Haston here to inbound. Not much to go, and he has to just sling it almost a half court to Mercer as he drives and kicks it out. Piva House from three, no good. Elisha tips it and secures the rebound. Elisha driving in, across the way to left corner. McDonald dribbles in, looking for help. Swings it back over to Puckett. Pump fakes, dribbles in, step. Corner to Qualls. Qualls goes across the way. McDonald pump fakes, gives. Tim Puckett from three. Oh, no good. Rattles off the rim, but Cam, although he's missed a couple times already, that won't happen very often with Tim Puckett.
Yeah, and I hope he keeps the mentality that he talked about earlier, the other day. Shooters keep shooting. I don't want to see him stop shooting.
Mercer now with the ball for Perry. Gives over. Top right. Looking for help. Hickman County playing some tough defense. Mercer on Qualls. He drives in, steps into it. Mid-range, no good. Well off the mark. Qualls might have gotten a hand on it, and Mercer loses control. Qualls knocks it away. McDonald with the layup, and Qualls with the putback. No good. Might have mistimed the jump a little bit there as Perry now regains in the corner. Driving on the baseline, but he walks.
Yeah, and he kind of bailed us out there with that walk. Tyler McKinnon needs to have a little better closeout. You know, that young man has already shot once from deep tonight and missed it. I would try to force him to shoot that shot. I'd rather shoot from distance than, you know, in close.
And the guilty party was number 41, Eric Peters. Cam, maybe a distant relative of yours. And Qualls in the paint has it ripped away, but McKinnon, oh, that's a tough bucket. 18-6 your score in favor of the Dogs. It's fed. Warren dribbles in, gives over to Piva House. Now to Mercer. Some quick ball movement. Peters, nice pump fake. And now he puts it up and in. So Perry County having to slowly but surely chip away at this deficit.
Great job by that young man using pump fakes to get our guys in the air.
Puckett, corner three, knocks it down, and
Josh,
there he
we knew that was not going to be long. We knew that Tim Puckett was coming in this game starting. He was going to take this opportunity.
Oh, and Qualls tries to go for the steal. Mercer now from three. And now it's number 3 from Perry County that knocks down a three to answer Tim's. Elisha, tough pass to Qualls. Qualls, oh, went for that almost Matthew Stafford-esque no-look pass. Now Piva House on the breakaway, tries to take it himself, and Tim Puckett rips it away. And Elisha tried to keep it in bounds. The official says his heel was on the line, so Perry County keeps possession. Looks like Braden Brown and Kylan Seal entering the game for Elisha Puckett and Tyler McKinnon.
And Josh, that just means we have to focus so much more on hustling and boxing out right here. We're definitely smaller in this situation, so stepping up big, boxing out.
So Warren gives to Mercer. Mercer from three, knocks it down. No, that was Haston there on the three. Haston on the three. That's why I wasn't an English major. Tim Puckett here gives the Qualls. Now over to Braden Brown. Nice pass to Seal. Spin move, puts it up, no good off the mark. Qualls trying to knock it back in. But it's picked up by Haston. Floats it over. Piva House at the left wing. Gives up top to Haston. Haston over to Mercer. Mercer again from three. This time no good. And Piva House maybe rushed that putback just a little bit. Didn't get a firm handle. Goes out of bounds. Hickman County ball. Under a minute left to go in this first quarter. 21-14 your score.
But Josh, we just talked about it. We need to box out right there. We cannot allow second chance opportunities when we're not as big when we have Tyler McKinnon out.
Qualls mid-range jumper, no good. But McDonald, tough rebound. He'll dribble it back out. Wise decision. Gives to Tim. Puckett over to Brown. He pulls up from three. No good. And Seal, man, he was running full speed at that camera down there, Cam, and you know Kylan Seal will never give up on a play.
Absolutely. You always got to love Kylan Seal's hustle. It's never in doubt.
So Piva House gives to Haston. Haston from 3, and it's good. So 21-17 now is Perry County starting to crawl back in this one. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. McDonald, left wing, dribbles up top to Brown. Brown to Qualls, 5 seconds. Qualls dribbles in hard, swings it. McDonald from 3 at the buzzer, no good. But Qualls, I believe he got it off, but he misses, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. And at the end of one, Hickman County leads 21-17 over Perry County, but 3 quarters left to play. We'll be right back here on WNKX.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the Energy Pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago.
So we are back here for second quarter action. Hickman County leads after the first, but Perry County starting to close the gap, and they will start this quarter with possession. Mercer with the ball, guarded by Elisha. Finds Piva House. Brown on him. Screen set. Oh, but Brown, nice job getting around the screen there. Warren sets a screen. Piva House gives over to Mercer. Mercer looks to drive, kicks it back out. Piva House from 3. No good off the back of the rim. And Seal hustles to tip the ball to Braden Brown. Now the Bulldogs on a bit of a break, but Brown will pick it up and give it to Elisha. Pulls up from Mikasina. No good. And Perry County with the rebound. And Haste on the drive, hands off the Piva House. And he walks.
And Josh, these Dogs have switched to a man-to-man right here. I like that look a lot better for them against this team because that 2-3 zone didn't allow us to guard shooters as well. Coach Dawson making that change. Great job there.
So Brown gives over to Elisha. Now over to Brown. Brown, nice pass to McDonald. Dribbles in, gives back to Elisha. Pump fakes and dribbles into the paint. Takes it himself all the way to the rim, and it's good.
And Josh, Perry County's playing a 3-2 right now. That is the perfect way, is attacking the middle. Attacking the middle against a 3-2 makes it so difficult because the top guy has to make a decision.
And a shot off the glass there by Warren. It goes in for Perry, 23-17, your score. Or 23-19 now, just updated. Under 6.5 to go in the first half. McDonald looking for help, finds Brown. Brown quickly, corner 3. No good off the rim. Oh, but those long arms of Dylan Qualls almost got the rebound there when it seemed like it was well out of reach. But Perry still comes up with it. It's Haston with the ball, guarded by Qualls. Looks to drive in, but dribbles back. And he pulls up from deep, and he knocks it down. So Perry County now within a point. And Coach Dawson takes a timeout. And Cam, it looked like there was some miscommunication there by Qualls and Seal. I mean, these Perry County shooters, you can't leave them open like that.
No, Josh. We have to have a commitment to making them put the ball on the floor now. You have to recognize these guys are lighting it up from deep. They look insanely motivated because I'm sure going up against our guys is a huge game for them, and it's super important for them to win this game. But if I am the Dogs, I'm closing out hard, and trusting the backside defenders. Josh, we have 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". We have guys across the board that can dunk. We are blessed vertically on this team. Allow those guys to help, right? You know, sagging off the guys isn't going to allow them to help, right? And so trusting our guys, trusting our backside defenders, that's what we need to do, because we got to stop allowing them to hit from deep.
So Brown up the floor now, gives to Elisha. Quick pass, McKinnon. Out to the corner, it's Qualls. Goes across the way to Brown. Now back to Puckett, pump fakes a three. Qualls dribbles on the baseline, and he is fouled. And Cam, what I've noticed here, it's a packed house tonight in J.E. Cisco. Perry County has shown up in full force to support their team. And Hickman County, as we're accustomed to, great crowd from us as well. And I think a packed house makes for an even better game, right? More energy, more emotion.
Yeah, Josh, and these young guys are both two very talented teams, so you want to come watch these games.
And Puckett dribbles in along the baseline, kicks it back out. McDonald, open look, pulls up from three. No good off the back of the rim.
And Josh, something Perry County is doing well that we are not is following their shot. They're getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and we're not right now.
So Haston with the ball, guarded by Qualls, pulls up from way downtown. No good, and Elisha secures the rebound. The corner, it's Qualls. Oh, a tough pass to McKinnon. Goes up, no good. Now Perry moving quick. It's a tough pass. Now Brown bring up the floor for the Dogs. Gives it over to Qualls. Qualls, nice move. Tough pass to McDonald, reverse layup, no good. But McKinnon secures the rebound, and he gets the putback.
And Josh, I just mentioned it, those second chance opportunities, we need more of them. We got one right there, Brayden Brown.
And that was a great effort by Brown. Didn't really have much of a chance to keep it in bounds, but he forces Perry to reset here to throw it in yet again. As some substitutions are made, Brody Worley and Tim Puckett back in the game for Will McDonald and Dylan Qualls.
Now a matchup to watch is Brody Worley on Haston right here. Haston's been very good from deep tonight. He's pulled up from the logo last time he shot. So I want to see that matchup, and I think Brody can do a good job on him.
So Piva House brings up the floor across the midcourt stripe. Brown on him. Goes to drive in, left-handed. Puts up, oh, and McKinnon says not today. And you cannot get it over that 6'6" frame.
And Josh, I mentioned it again. Forcing them to drive the ball and letting our big guys take care of it.
So Piva House inbounds, Haston and Brody Worley. A little too strong there on defense. Foul is called.
That's a great foul right there by Brody Worley. You know, earlier in the game, we might have been chasing behind him, and he could have got an open shot. Right there, not allowing him to be comfortable on the three-point line was big.
A bullet is fired close to the midcourt line. Puckett on Mercer. Puckett tries to knock it away. He drives in. And he strips the ball away there, but they do get Elisha on a foul. Cam, the referee certainly letting a lot go here tonight. But eventually, after Elisha working his man, call had to be made there, and Perry County inbounds in the corner. From three, it's Haston, no good. Too strong, rebounded by Puckett. Touch pass to Worley. Worley drives, gives it out. Puckett, pump fakes, corner three, no good. McKinnon tries for the rebound, can't come up with it. Perry County now on the move. 3:50 to go in the half. Hickman leads by 3, 25-22. Mercer to the wing, it's Piva House. Very close to that sideline. Gets Haston, drives to the corner, it's Peters. Worley on him, forces him to stop and pass it back out. Some good defense here being played by the Dogs. Brown not letting Piva House breathe here as he finally has to give to Mercer. Puckett knocks it away, but Mercer able to corral it. Ooh, and Brown went for the steal there, but he comes up with it. Piva House drives. And he is fouled. That will send Perry to the line. A lot of bodies there, Cam, going in for that basketball. And There's bound to be some contact in there somewhere.
Yeah, Josh, it's a tough call there, but great job by the defense to swarm to not get an easy bucket.
The first free throw was made by Perry. 2-point game now. And the second one is good. Back down to a 1-point game, 25-24. Elisha methodically bringing the ball up the court. Brown. Goes for a touch pass to McKinnon, but it's tipped away. Perry up the right side. At the right wing, Haston loses handle of it, but does regain control. Worley there to guard him. And he looks to drive, and a timeout is called. And Cam Brody Worley playing some tough defense. There's no surprise why Coach Dawson trusts him in these spots, right? He plays so aggressive. He gives the opponent no room to breathe.
Yeah, Josh, he's got to be careful putting the hand on the hip. We've talked about it a few times. He's gotten called for fouls like that. But great job there making Hastings put the ball on the floor. Listen, he's been kind of their go-to guy at times. You got to make him have a hard time scoring the ball or, it's going to be a long night.
Cam, that first quarter went by in a flash, and this second quarter definitely slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, Josh, a lot less points here in this second quarter, and I think it's just because of two things. One, the coaches adjusted defensively. Both coaches adjusted very well to the offense that was being played, but on top of that, the players adjusted well. The players are picking up on things, and you love to see that for more Hickman County, but for Perry County as well. You could tell these are two very well coached teams. These are two teams that really the coach prioritizes knowing the game just as much as playing the game.
So Perry County with possession after the timeout. Perry pulls up from three, no good, and rebounded by McKinnon. That was Warren with the attempted three. So Brown. Barking orders here. They try to set up the offense. Gives to Elisha, now over to Tim. Tough pass, handoff. Elisha pulls up from deep, knocks it down. Elisha Puckett, his first three of the game.
Yeah, Josh, and I'm sure that's good to see from him because he hadn't been great from deep the past couple of games, so seeing one go in is good.
Step back three by Warren, and he answers the three with one of his own. 28-27, just under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
He had a great shot there by that young man.
Elisha looks to dribble in, gives over to Brown. Brown back to Puckett. Puck over to his brother Elisha. Elisha drives. He's swarmed, and he loses possession. Peters passes up the floor to Piva House. He just puts up a wild shot, but it falls in. And it looked like Perry County almost ran into their own guy right there to interrupt the shot, but it works anyway. And Elisha downtown, no good. Rebounded by Perry. And Perry County currently leads 29-28.
Yeah, and I got a feeling, Josh, this last minute of basketball is going to be absolute madness from these two teams, trying to close the half strong.
Mercer now. Hands off to Haston. He'll give to Piva House. And Worley almost forces a turnover. And Worley playing some aggressive defense, a little too handsy there, and the foul will be called. Looks like Dylan Qualls subbing in. And so is Will McDonald, Brown, and Worley coming out. 45 seconds in the half. The inbound here. Definitely slowing it down is Perry. McDonald playing tough defense, gives to Mercer. Another give. Close to that logo. It's knocked free. but he corrals it. Mercer looks to drive in on Tim Puckett. It's up, and it's good. So 20 seconds to go. Dogs down by 3. Now under 10 seconds. McKinnon out to McDonald, 5 seconds. McKinnon, Qualls from deep, rattles in and good at the buzzer. Hickman County ties it. And a big three-pointer by Dylan Qualls when Hickman needed something.
Yeah, Josh, they were looking stagnant going into that half. All the momentum was going in the direction of Perry County right there, and great job by Qualls knocking down the shot, trying to stop that momentum.
I mean, Cam, that was Dylan's first bucket of the game as well, so he definitely needed that for his own confidence. But at the end of the first half, we were tied at 31 apiece. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Coach Gordon and his player of the game. Don't go anywhere.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the Energy Pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cutting the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
And welcome back to the WNKX Halftime Show. I'm Josh Copley alongside Cameron Peters. And it's been a good one so far here tonight, tied 31 apiece. But before second half action begins, we are joined by the head coach of the Lady Dogs, Coach Gavin Gordon, and his player of the game, Zoe Chilton. Coach Gordon, we'll start with you. Of course, firstly, I want to say congratulations on a big win tonight. But we did notice there was an absence of a certain someone that's been very prominent on this Lady Dogs team the last few games. That was Delaney King. So what did the game plan look like tonight going into this without her?
We knew that she's big on the boards, so I was telling everybody they had to step up, and I think this player of the game right here definitely did that. I think she had a double-double tonight, by the way. And then our other girls got on the boards too. I think we rebounded really, really well in the first half. That last couple minutes in the fourth quarter, not so much. But I think it was an emphasis tonight. We were going to play offense a little bit spread out, 5 out, don't have somebody inside too much, even though Zoe Chilton did go down low and had some great moves. So we just had to adjust, and I think that's what we told the girls. We're just going to have to grow up a little bit without one player, and this is going to show us what kind of team we really are with one player down.
And Coach Gordon, I also wanted to ask, we know Monday and Tuesday, back-to-back games, a lot of wear and tear, not only on the body but the mind as well. But yesterday, a much-needed day off. So what did prep look like? How did you guys approach the day off yesterday?
I'm not going to lie, it was watch Perry County film, get in the ice bath, go home. Some people were out sick yesterday and came back today. So we just tried to rest their bodies. It's hard to play 3 games in a week. We got sickness going around right now, but this is going to prepare us for next week when we go to Gatlinburg when we play back-to-back-to-back. So it was a good week for us.
Now, Coach, tonight Perry County had a player in Kaylee Bird that was very dangerous. She was incredible, especially in that first quarter. She came out hot. Just talk to how you prep for a player like her, how you adjust to a player like her.
I'm not going to lie, we prepped for her. We knew she was going to be good. But she came out just firing. So Haley Gordon had the assignment tonight. We told her not to let her touch the ball, and I think she had to work really, really hard the other night or tonight. Haley said the other night in her interview she just wanted to go out there and beat somebody up, and I think she kind of achieved that tonight.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Gordon, for taking the time to join us. And now we're joined right now by Zoe Chilton, the player of the game. Now, Zoe, you had to be sort of a one-man army in the paint out there tonight without Delaney King. I mean, how do you go into the game preparing to be that dominant force?
You just kind of go out there and, hope that they don't body you up a whole lot. You kind of do it right back. Go out there and give it your all.
Now, Zoe, you really lit up the box score tonight, but in the points category, you had one of your season highs tonight. Just speak to the mentality you brought on the offensive side.
Get the rebounds and put it back in. I mean, that's it.
Hey, short, sweet, and to the point. Now, one last question, more of a personal question. This is the last game you'll play before the Christmas tournament time. So what's your mindset going to be going into this break?
Take care of my body these first few days. Been sick, coming back. And then after I get right, get back in the mindset of basketball, getting ready to go to the mountains.
Well, thank you guys very much for your time. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and best of luck to you guys in the tournament during Christmas time. But folks, that will be all for this halftime break. We're going to take a short intermission and be back for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. So Cam, the scoreboard reads that we are just under 2 minutes away from resuming action here with the second half of Hickman County versus Perry. We appreciate all of you tuning in here tonight and supporting this broadcast, and we want to give a special thank you to the student-led team, not only the camera people, but also to our producer for the night, John Michael Lewis. He has done such a fantastic job. And thank you to Matthew Dotson, who's been overseeing the AV class and all the work he does to make this broadcast the very best that it can be. And Cam, I'm looking at the score sheet here. Usually when we have games, usually it's Elisha Puckett with the most numbers on the stat sheet. But tonight, it's been very balanced. And we see Tyler McKinnon, 8 points. Will McDonald, 8 points. Tim Puckett, 5 points. Dylan Qualls with the 3, of course. His only 3 points came at the end at the buzzer of the first half, which was a huge shot as far as momentum goes. But then Elisha Puckett only with 7. So I think while you expect a little bit more from Elisha, I think it's also good to see other guys stepping up, guys like Will McDonald, guys like Tyler McKinnon.
Yeah, and Josh, we talked about it. Elisha was not feeling good coming into this game. He was throwing up sick yesterday, and it's not an excuse. And also, just because he only has 7 points does not mean he has played bad. He draws so much attention from the defense that, I mean, he earns 20 when he gets 20, right? It's not an easy one. But tonight, you know, relying on the other guys. And my goodness, Tyler McKinnon tonight, he has just cleaned up the glass, and you cannot ask more from the young man.
And really, Cam, I think it's thanks to Tyler McKinnon that Perry's had to take a lot of their shots beyond the perimeter. I mean, most of their shots have come at the three-point line. Elisha tries to start off in a hurry, misses the 3, and Qualls tries for the putback, and he is fouled.
And Josh, I don't mind that take by Elisha coming out of the half. Let it rip, dude. Let it rip. But great job there by Dylan to get inside position first. So we've been talking about having proactive positioning. That was it right there.
And Qualls' first free throw is good. So Hickman County will take the lead back on Dylan Qualls' 4th point of the game. And number 2 also falls for Qualls. So now 33-31 your score. Hickman County. An aggressive defensive look here early. When Qualls knocks it loose and picks it up. And Qualls dribbles in himself, and he has it ripped away.
Great double there by Hickman County, but also great job by Haston once he got the ball stolen from him to not give up on the play.
I'll say the ball goes out on Dylan. Perry takes over. An errant pass picked up by Peters. Gives it back over to Peevahouse. Peevahouse drives, pump fakes, puts it up, tries to pass in the paint, and it's good. So Warren, tough shot there, ties it back up at 33. All the way over to McDonald. Pump fakes, dribbles in, kicks it out, Puckett. I'll go back up top to Elisha at the logo.
And Josh, I want to see Tim Puckett shoot that ball right there. I want to see him be aggressive.
McDonald pulls up from 3, no good. Rebounded by Peters of Perry County. He'll give it off to Mercer. McDonald playing tough defense, tries to reach in for a steal. Peevahouse pump fakes, dribbles in, passes to Peters underneath. Along the baseline, he'll kick it way back out to Peevahouse. So some nice interior defense there by the Bulldogs to force Perry to have to go back out.
And Coach Dawson ripping the defense for jumping at every chance.
The shot no good, rebounded by Elisha. So Hickman County on the move. Elisha kicks it, Puckett, Tim from 3, no good off the rim. And Qualls uses that height to get the rebound, but the putback is no good. And Perry now on the offensive. McKinnon playing tough defense, and he is fouled. Well, that was a physical offensive drive there, Cam. Surprised they got McKinnon.
Yeah, but it's mostly because he wasn't down and ready to get that attack and use his arms to stop the guy.
Finds Mercer in the corner, pump fakes, dribbles on the baseline. And that mid-range floater there by Warren is good for Perry. They go back up by 2 points. So under 6 minutes to go, 33-35 your score, Perry up. A tough pass leads Elisha. Drives on the baseline, spin move, mid-range, no good. So Cam, no and one, but Elisha with a chance to go to the line to get 2 big points here.
Yeah, and the Perry County fans not happy with the call there, but Elisha just using his body correctly to get that position.
And the first one goes in. Oh, And that classic deke there by Elisha, that first fake shot, looked like it drew Perry off into the paint there, but doesn't matter as he makes the second one and we are tied. In the corner, it's Peters. Out the right wing, it's Piva House, guarded by McDonald. McKinnon there for the double team in the corner. It's Warren, gives the paint, it's Peters, wants to drive in on Qualls. Puts it up left-handed, off the glass, and in. And Cam, that was just a tough move right there. Nice play by that young man of Perry County.
Yeah, it was, but Coach Dawson was just talking about that, having the discipline to stay on the floor.
And Elisha with the ball. Dogs down 5 minutes to go in the third. Tim dribbles over, pass in the paint to McDonald. Tries to put it up in himself, no good, but he is fouled. McDonald to the line. So Cam, it already looks like this game's going to go down to the wire. Every free throw matters, even though it's just in the third quarter. McDonald now ready to go for number one. And it's good.
Yeah, Josh, and neither team tonight has gone very deep in their bench. I've noticed that Perry County is really only rotating 6 guys, maybe 7. But either way, you know, and that put number 41 in jeopardy of with 3 fouls there. So.
And McDonald's second free throw, no good. Taken up by Perry County. Mercer to Piva House, pass. Mid-range shot by Haston, no good. Elisha with the rebound. He's wasting no time. He's going hard all the way to the corner. McDonald open look. No good, but McKinnon can't put it in. No good. And Tyler McKinnon knows he shouldn't have made it. Points to himself, says that's my bad. Some big accountability there by McKinnon, and the foul called on Hickman County. I believe they got Elisha.
Yeah, Josh, but when you're in a game like this, you have to capitalize when you get the opportunities.
So the Bulldogs still playing some tight defense. Tim gets a hand on it, but Mercer corrals it. Throws it across the court to Piva House. He wants to drive. Mid-range over McKinnon. He got it. The Dogs now trail by 3, 36-39. Balls to McKinnon. Tim will pull it from 3. Oh, no good. Picked up by Perry. Now Piva House's quick pulls up, no good. Picked up by Mercer. It's Haston, nice move, steps up, pass underneath. Tipped away by Elisha and picked up by Dylan Qualls. Puckett, oh! Maybe got a little ahead of himself there, Cam. He wanted to find McDonald for maybe an alley-oop or a tip up there for a couple. The pass is too strong, sails out of bounds, and Perry will take over with a 3-point lead, and the timeout is called. And Cam, the Bulldogs, I mean, not necessarily playing lackadaisical, not necessarily lacking energy, but Cam, some of these shots just not falling for the Bulldogs here tonight.
Yeah, Josh, and oftentimes offense is about timeliness, and they have not had timely makes. They had, and you know, like, really, we've seen a few games where, you know, we've used the analogy of a boxer, you know, a big swing landed here, a big swing landed there. You know, this game has been a lot of, to continue to use the boxing analogy, it's been a lot of just body shot, body shot, body shot by Perry County, right? Doing the little things right, just beating us here and there on the little things that have led to us being down by 3 in the second half. And so, you know, when a team is playing that well, doing the little things, you have to either match that or come out with one big swing and then go back at them the way that they're coming at you. It's going to be a game of doing the little things right, like rebounding and positioning and being disciplined on defense.
So now both teams out of their timeout, Perry County in possession. Mercer with the ball, crossing over the logo. Timothy Puckett there to meet him. Gives over to Piva House, the left wing. Screen by Warren. Oh, McKinnon playing tough defense up top. Peebahouse drives, puts it up. Oh, no good. Rebounded by Tim Puckett. And they call a foul on Perry. So Cam, a nice job there by Timothy Puckett to be physical right there. We don't know him as a physical guy, but man, he can be when he has to. And Braden Brown enters the game for Tim.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Timothy Puckett being there to get the fumbled, like that rebound was fumbled around and getting knocked around. Getting in there and grabbing it was big because we do not want to allow second chance points right now.
Elisha in the right corner. Feeds over to McDonald. Drives in. Kicks out Brown. Dribbles in. Looking for help. Gives back out to McDonald. Swings over. Elisha pulls up from three. We're tied.
And Josh, you want to see that continue for Elisha. You know, I love watching him shoot from deep, but I want to see his aggression step in. I know he's probably not feeling great, but digging deep is it's gonna be needed here.
Haston trying to back down McKinnon. That's just not gonna work. And he gives it back out to Warren, and Warren gives to Peebahouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna give McKinnon a good 60 pounds on Haston there.
Hands off to Mercer. Mercer drives, jump stop. And they get a foul on Hickman County. Of course, the foul on the floor.
And Will McDonald right there needs to understand, I don't need to go for the ball. He's already off balance. Just be sturdy.
And Elisha playing tough defense on Haston. Haston tries a cross, now a spin. And they get the 5-second call, and that's huge. And that just, I mean, Cam, Elisha, brilliant offensive player, just as good defensively.
Yeah, and these Perry County fans wanted a hand check there, but it's a great job defensively by Elisha Puckett, using his lower half to get in position.
Elisha pulls up again from deep. Good! And Hickman County back in front. And Cam, Perry should consider themselves lucky that Elisha wasn't doing this in the first half, or it might already be over. But now Elisha's starting to heat up, gives Hickman County a 42-39 lead, just under 2 minutes to go. Oh, and Claus, tough defense. They're not letting them get that handoff they've been doing all game. Hands off to Mercer. Puckett now changes men, and he rips it away, but he's called for a foul. I mean, that is just tough luck there for Elisha.
Now that is 3 on Puckett. So that puts him in a tough position where he can still be aggressive, but we need him to score these points in the rest of this quarter and the fourth, so he can't play too overly aggressive.
Hands off to Haston. Minute and a half in the third. Gives over to Peebahouse. Brown guarding. Gives over Haston from way deep. And there's a whistle that blows, waiting for the official ruling. This could be a big and one, Cam, if they call it a shooting foul.
Well, Josh, it's definitely not going to be a shooting foul because it was a foul on Qualls pushing the guy who was screening. So it technically can't be a shooting foul, but the points can count, and Perry County could get the ball back. He did count the shot as good. So that's a 3-point for Perry County, plus they get the ball back here. So big mistake there by Qualls.
So some confusion here, I believe.
Okay, so what they have called is for a foul shot on the player that it was committed on. So Hastings will not shoot, but the guy that was fouled by Qualls will be shooting. And he gets one shot.
Once again, glad I'm not an official. Okay? This is a lot of chaos here. Warren now puts it up, and he sinks it. So the 4-point play is completed. So Perry back out in front. Kylan Seal back in the game for Tyler McKinnon. The officials still. And are they going to send Warren back to the line, Cam?
So I am not well versed in this rule. I know what the NBA rule is, but I don't know what the high school rule is because high school rules are typically college rules or derived from there. So I'm not well versed in this, but yes, he is going to go back to the line and shoot a second. Now, what a number of Hickman County people are saying is that they sent the wrong guy to the line. So it's not a technical foul, so you can't choose. And I believe the foul was on 23 of Perry County.
But he knocks down his next free throw and a substitution now for Perry County. Hickman County trails by 2, under a minute and a half to go in the third.
The old adage is ball don't lie. So, very good possibility that was true because the ball didn't lie. So,
Elisha gives over to Brown. Brown quickly to Seal. Oh, finds Qualls in the corner, but it's tipped away. The Qualls able to come up with it. Brown back to Qualls. Pump fakes, back to Brown. Qualls, oh, and that's a tough pass. And Elisha knocks it out of bounds. And Cam, that was extremely, extremely risky there by Qualls, and it came back to bite him there.
And that was just us almost looking to Elisha to bail us out. Go play some offense.
The pass back in, well over the head of Brown. Under a minute left in the third. Dogs down by 2. A lot of handoffs here for Perry.
And Josh, they keep running this because earlier we were switching on it, but now we're not. As McDonald went for a steal there.
And Elisha out there wanting a walk. Not going to call it. Now 20 seconds, Hickman with a chance. Oh my goodness, and Elisha. I mean, he jumped all over Elisha. My word, I don't really blame him for being upset there, Cam.
Yeah, and he got he got Elisha's arm almost in an arm bar. I'm sure not intentional, but he was in a bad position where he could have got seriously hurt.
So a couple of big free throws on the way for Elisha. 18 seconds to go. The first one, no good. A rare miss there for number 12. And Elisha rarely misses twice. That's evident right there. And Elisha subbing out. And I think subbing out Elisha there more so to get his temper calmed down a little bit, let him settle his emotions down.
Well, there's 18.3 seconds left when he got taken out, and he needs some rest before the fourth quarter because you know he's not about to come out in that fourth.
Tough defense by the Dogs. Haston looks to drive. Mid-range, tough shot, no good. Rebounded by the Dogs, and that is where our third quarter will end. And at the end of 3, Hickman trails 44-43. 1 quarter left to decide this one. We'll be right back here on WNKX.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the energy pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago Tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizza's the Hut.
Apology accepted.
Welcome back here on WNKX. We're just a few moments away from fourth quarter basketball in a game that has been back and forth. It has been a true nail-biter on this Thursday night. Perry County starts off with possession. They lead by 1, 44-43. The Dogs need a big defensive stand. Warren pass, cuts back in the paint. It's House, and he puts up the 2.
Yeah, and a great play call there by Perry County's coach, getting a backdoor cut with a wide open layup.
Ball's in the corner, gives back to Elisha. Back to Worley. Worley dribbles in, nice pass, kicks out. McDonald from 3, and that is huge. That is huge as Will McDonald knocks down his first 3 of the game and ties us up at 46.
That's a big shot for Will McDonald because on the defensive end, that was his mistake that led to the open. That was his mistake that led to the open layup. And I believe Coach Dawson just got a coach box violation or some type of warning right there. But as I was saying, huge for Will McDonald there to get locked back in.
So Perry will inbound from the far sideline. There's House, met by Qualls. He'll dribble in, met by 3 dogs. Floats it over to Mercer. Met by, and Qualls tips it away. And Mercer gets it back. Haston, bounce pass. No good. And the putback, no good. So Warren misses a couple shots there, and Qualls comes up with it. And Qualls quickly on the break, drives it to the basket, no good. Seal fighting for his life. Looking for help. Puckett, pump fake from 3. Good! And Hickman County back in the lead on the back of Elisha Puckett.
And that's the man you want in that situation to have the ball. Absolutely huge shot there by Elisha Puckett, ice his veins. And they have switched to the 1-3-1 that I mentioned earlier.
And that gets the crowd back in it, and a foul is called on Kylan Seal. No, they get Will McDonald on the foul.
And Josh, we have got to keep our hands up off of these offensive players. So many times tonight we've gotten away with it, so now we're in the habit of doing it. But it jeopardizes us and puts us in a tough situation. So if and Coach Dawson has yelled this all game, hands up, hands off, hands up, hands off. He preached that when I played, he preached that before I got there. He's preaching it now, that you play defense with your feet.
So a timeout here. Bulldogs lead 49-46. And Cam, look, I understand the Bulldogs. They've had a long week. This is their 3rd game, of course. After that, absolute mental battle that was the Marshall County game. Coming in tonight, I know you're tired. I know you're fatigued. I know you were looking forward to Christmas and a little bit of a reprieve before the tournament, but you have to give it all you've got for these last 6 minutes and 23 seconds, because games like these, they define who you are as a team. They show your character, and they show how you're going to look in crunch time later down the road.
Josh, we have 6 minutes and 23 seconds of basketball left for a week for these guys, right? Why would you not lay everything you have out on the line right now, right here? Because you need it. You need it bad. I need to see some energy. I need to see the little things. We've not been boxing out well, Josh. I want to see that. We need that.
McKinnon in the paint. House looking. He's looking to give it off to Warren. Now to the corner, it's Haston. Haston back over to House. Pulls up a deep 3, and it's good. Tie game. Now Hickman County looking to answer back quickly. Elisha, tough pass. McKinnon to Qualls. Qualls back to Puckett. Puckett across the way to McDonald. McDonald again pulls up, and again he sinks it. And Will McDonald is fired up.
Yeah, huge shot there by Will. Absolutely nerves of steel there. I love it.
Hand over. Mercer will pull up deep with Qualls on him. No good. Rebounded by Elisha. 52-49 Dogs lead. Elisha pushing it. Pump fakes. Gives the Qualls. Puts it up. No good. But he is fouled, and it will be on the floor. So Hickman will have to inbound.
And Josh, right there, great job by Dylan Qualls getting that foul called. I would have loved to have seen them be more patient with that whistle, but nonetheless.
McDonald pulls up from deep. He's on fire.
Let's go!
Will McDonald. Hype me up, McDonald. What a 3. 55-49, your score.
Josh, that arch is golden.
The ball gets away. Perry County. Oh, and Brody Worley. and it's a foul on Perry.
He stepped out of bounds there, Josh. Questionable no call there by the ref, but nonetheless, I love the no call because it went our way.
Hey, bang, bang there, Cam. Bang, bang. We'll never complain. 55-49. Elisha up the floor. McDonald, again, he's feeling it. Oh, no good, but McKinnon gets the rebound, goes for the putback, no good, but he is fouled. Tyler McKinnon to the free throw line.
And Josh, I'm interested to see, and it's on number 4, so that'll be his first. He is their primary post offender. Surprised they didn't get number 3 there. Number 3 I thought was the one that fouled him. He was the one that went into him, but nonetheless, I don't hate that being called on number 4 because he is quite valuable.
So some big free throws now for Tyler McKinnon. Number 1 is up. It is no good.
And Josh, something I just saw that you have to love, no matter what the result is, Elisha Puckett helping Will McDonald there. Help him with being hot and learning how to control the defense when you're in a situation where you're...
And McKinnon tries to rip it away. Now, Cam, he didn't make his free throws. But, I mean, that was a tough play by McKinnon to not give up.
It's the next play, Josh. It's taking whatever happened and putting it in your pass, going to the next play. Great job by McKinnon.
Puckett inbounds to Qualls. Out to McDonald. Out to Worley. Worley to Puckett. Back to Worley. Worley pulls up. No good, but Qualls flies in. Goes in for the putback. A lot of contact, no call. McKinnon tries to knock it out on a Perry County player to no avail. Perry with the ball, now under 5 minutes. Dogs up by 6. Knocked down by Qualls. McDonald keeps it in. Qualls drives it himself, and it's up and in. And one. Dylan Qualls will go to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Josh, huge play there by Dylan Qualls. Didn't really have much of an angle, but great job there, staying with it and putting that ball up.
And a big free throw on the way for Dylan Qualls. It's no good. McKinnon tries to put it back up. It's knocked out of bounds by Perry County. Hickman remains in control. So 57-49, and Cam, I mean, you can speak to how the Dogs are playing, but that student section coming to life is huge as well. McDonald gives the Qualls. Worley, Puckett from 3. No good. And a rebound by Perry. And they try to push it up the floor quickly. Haston quickly pulls up from 3. And Qualls tried to get a hand on it, but they will get Dillon for the foul. And Cam, Dillon hasn't been fouling all that much in this game. He's played a relatively clean basketball game in that regard, but they will sub him out anyway, I believe. Or no, he's just talking to Coach Dawson, getting a little bit of water.
And Josh, I don't hate that foul there. Hastings has been very good from deep tonight, and you don't want to give him free ones, but the other dangerous thing is if he knocks all 3 of these down, it could get him in rhythm.
Free throw number 1 is made, number 2 up, and it's in. Of course, since the foul was beyond the three-point line, he does get 3 attempts at it. 57-51 now, third free throw pending.
Josh, if this is a long rebound right here, I am looking at getting the ball to Dylan Qualls ASAP. And he makes it.
So Haston makes all 3 free throws, makes it a 5-point game. The Dogs looking to answer back, tipped out of bounds, and Elisha corrals it. Oh, he just lets it fly. Qualls walks the tightrope, and McDonald hurries out beyond the perimeter. And it's knocked out of bounds by Mercer. And Cam, I would assume everyone on this side thinks it's went out by itself, so.
Yeah, Josh. It was, personally, I would have called a foul there. I think it was a foul, but irregardless, Hickman County has the ball.
So Qualls with it up top. Nice bounce pass to Worley, dribbles in. Elisha sprints over to help. Now under 4 minutes to go. Dogs lead by 5. Over to Dillon. And Cam, the Bulldogs, just trying to bleed off some clock here. Trying to force Perry into a mistake. Back over to Qualls. Qualls back to Puckett. All across the way, McDonald looks to drive. Tough two, no good. And McKinnon tries for the putback, but there is a foul call. And that will send Will McDonald to the free throw line. Cam, and D's crucial at this stage of the game.
Great job being aggressive there by McDonald. I would have loved to have seen us play. I'm stuck in between, like, hey, I love us chewing clock, but at the same time, we had 2 opportunities for Dylan to swing it into the corner for an open 3. That can be huge.
McDonald knocks down free throw number 1. That was McDonald's 16th point of the night. The second one, no good. Qualls with the rebound, the putback off the glass, and good. And that was best case scenario right there for the Bulldogs, Cam. Instead of getting 1, you get 2. They try to drive. 3 dogs there to meet him. Kicks it out. Mercer from 3. Elisha in his face. No good. Rebounded by Warren. Peters. And Qualls almost rips it away. But Haston able to recover and dish to Peters. The Bulldogs playing some aggressive defense. Haston. A lot of pivots. And Piva House wants to drive in. Puts up a shot, no good, and he is fouled by McKinnon. And Cam, even with the physical style of play of McKinnon, that's only his first foul.
Yeah, and if he was any lighter or any smaller, it was probably a charge.
And, I mean, Cam, good defense by McDonald, just a tough contested 3. 60-55 your score. About 2.5 minutes to play. Worley, tough pass. Great heads-up timeout there by Coach Dawson to let his guys reset.
Josh, I think Coach Dawson here, you know, as a coach in this situation, you're in such a tough spot. What do you tell the guys? How do you prepare the guys? What energy do you bring to the guys? Because the game is already fired up. Do you get them more fired up? Do you get them more calm? Now, me knowing Coach Dawson, he typically takes the let me calm them down approach, but still, and it looks like now he's just preparing them for what they're going to do with this press. Now, Perry County is in a full court 1-3-1 press. I'm sure they watched film on us the other night throwing touchdown passes all night long, and that's why they're typically what you would see is people at half court on a press. They have one man set back to not allow those long passes. So now we're forced to make either side-to-side passes or to get the ball in the middle. But with a 1-3-1, it's hard to get the ball in the middle. So it's just adjusting to what the defense does. And thankfully, we have Elisha Puckett, who is so intelligent that can help us out and get this ball down the court.
So McDonald will be the one passing it in. And Elisha dribbles around the right side of the floor, dribbles in, and finds Qualls. Qualls quickly, McKinnon. McKinnon will dribble in. Gives it back out to Worley. Maybe a lucky break there for Perry. Qualls dribbles in, lays it up and in.
A great job capitalizing there by Qualls. Seeing that the defense shifted too much, I can get an open lane to the basket.
So now, Piva House with the ball guarded by Worley. Dribbles in. Oh, and they get a charge. Brody Worley draws it, and Hickman County will take over. And that is a huge, huge, huge call here in this game, Cam.
Yeah, that is a huge play by Brody Worley, getting that charge foul.
Qualls back to Elisha. Now under 2 minutes to play. Tough pass to Worley. Swings it, Qualls. McDonald dribbles in. He dribbles back around, and that's a great play by McDonald to know the situation, to run more clock, and McDonald is fouled. Hickman County up 62-55, a minute and 40 seconds remain. Of course, at this juncture, that foul, while not a shooting foul, sends McDonald to the line, and some much-needed insurance points could be on the way here. McDonald sinks the first. The Dogs now lead by 8. Number 2 goes in and out, rebounded by Perry. But Hickman still playing tough defense. Now 90 seconds between the Bulldogs and a victory. But that's a long 90 seconds. Piva House throws up a 3, no good. Put back by Warren, no good. And Elisha picks it up. And he dribbles it back across the court to McDonald. Tries for the reverse layup, and he is fouled by Peters. That one, a shooting foul.
And that'll be 5 on Peters, so he'll be out for the night. That young man has done very well. He's done a lot of the little things for Perry County. He's not going to show up big in the box score, but he's always in the right position and always boxing out. So good night for that young man. But irregardless, you know, Will McDonald making the right play there.
So McDonald with a chance to tack on. The first one is good. So the Bulldogs came to play in this fourth quarter. McDonald a free throw away from now extending this lead to double digits. No good on Qualls. Tries to play tough there to force the rebound, but he can't. Perry County moving in a hurry, guarded by Qualls. Oh, and it's slapped away. So Perry will maintain possession, but a great defensive stand there by the Dogs.
And Perry County knows they got to hurry. They got to score points and score them quick.
Pump fake. Oh, Piva House loses a handle on it. And the Bulldogs will be called for a foul. That's Dylan Qualls. Now Cam with 3 fouls. Qualls starting to creep into that territory, but with only a minute left, he can still play pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold up. You're guarding probably their most versatile player on the floor, so.
And I think he went along the baseline there, or the sideline rather, closest to us. And Hickman County will take over with 1 minute and 1 second to go. And Dylan Qualls tying his shoe there. A little break in the action. Back to Qualls. Qualls dribbles up, gives over to Worley. Worley gets rid of it, but Perry County able to foul before the pass, and that sends Brody Worley to the line.
I want to see Brody step up right here and knock a couple of these down. This will be huge to put it double digits.
And the high arcing free throw, no good. Number 2 up and no good. So it stays a 9-point lead for Hickman, 64-55, 50 seconds. Piva House drives in mid-range over Elisha. He got it.
And Josh, that young man is such a talented scorer.
And a tough pass to McDonald. McDonald drives, spin move, steps into it, no good. Qualls, put back. This one does fall.
Great move there by McDonald. Bad finish. Way to clean it up, Dylan Qualls.
That's a floater, no good. A Puckett flies in to get the rebound. Throws it down the court, taken away by Haston. Haston has to pull up from 3. No good, too strong off the glass. Now to Brown, and with 10 seconds, Cam, the Hickman County Bulldogs, as Dylan Qualls with a jam to end it in style. The exclamation mark put on this game as the time expires, and Hickman County finishes the week 3-0 with a 68-57 final over Perry County.
Yeah, Josh, this was an insanely hard-fought game by both sides. These Perry County, 0-0 for Perry County. What a talented scorer. He absolutely went off tonight. Insanely tough guy to guard. He should be proud of his performance. Now, as for the Dogs, Elisha Puckett You could tell he's not feeling tip-top shape. But irregardless, he played awesome. Now, who am I giving the player of the game to? Well, my player of the game is Will McDonald, Josh. Will McDonald absolutely locked in. He was guarding one of the toughest guys all night, and he absolutely lit it up from the floor, being aggressive, especially to start the game out. He had 8 points in the he had 8 points in the first quarter, all of them at the rim. So, not a typical Will McDonald night, but a good one. But, Josh, these young men tonight were playing, going into a Christmas break, going into any break really is so tough to do. So I have to commend them for the effort that they put forth tonight, for the ability that they showed to commit to one another tonight. I think that was the most impressive part is they have a long, nice Christmas break, literally starting within hours. And they're going to get some rest, but they came out and absolutely balled. You cannot say enough.
Oh, I agree, Cam. And, it's so easy to look past the game, right? When Christmas break is right around the corner, sometimes all you want to do is think, man, I'm just ready to be done with school for a little bit, right? But Hickman County's not like that. This is a competitive group. They don't look past any game. They take every game very seriously. While every game may not have the same level of intensity or energy, that doesn't mean they don't want to win any less, Cam. And tonight really showed me what this team is made of. A long week this week, but Cam, they went unbeaten this week. They beat a tough Marshall County team. They beat Waverly in what could have been a trap game. And they come out tonight and what looked to be, back and forth, but they ultimately end up winning by 11 points, right, by double digits. So Hickman County's done a great job. Maybe they've gotten off slow a few games, but they have done a great job at finishing and closing games.
But Josh, if you remember back to early in the season, their kryptonite was the third quarter. They could not play a third quarter. And I don't know really which game it clicked, but at some point recently it has clicked, and they have turned it on in the second half, Josh. They have, I would argue they're a second half team at this point, right? And not that they're not a first half team, but twice now we have seen them be pretty close, right there in the first half, and then like Marshall County and tonight, they went by double digits. They pulled away. And so I think that says a lot to this team that they might come out and they might punch in the mouth, but it doesn't matter because they're not going to quit.
Oh, absolutely, Cam. And I think what Hickman County does, right, they're so good at adapting. They're so good at adjusting, right, even mid-game, right, even through all the chaos, through all the craziness, through all the emotions, they are so good at quieting things down and getting back to playing their basketball, right? There have been times throughout games that they have won this season where they haven't looked that great, right? But then you blink, and then you see a completely different team out there on the floor, right? Dylan Qualls, he had that 1-3 to end the first half, right, or in the first half, and other than that, he didn't look just that stellar. But he comes out in the second half and finishes the night with 15 points, some big baskets, some big defensive plays, and he never really got into much foul trouble. Dylan Qualls did a great job of adjusting and changing his game in a way that helped his team win.
Yeah, Josh, he was pretty much non-existent in that first half. He wasn't. He was only felt a couple times on the defensive side with maybe a block, maybe two, but nothing crazy. But he just came out, especially in the fourth. The fourth quarter, Dylan came alive, and if that's what it took, then that's what it took. Great performance at the end of the game to say, people look to me. I am a leader on this team. Let me be that.
Absolutely, Cam, and I'm wondering what Coach Dawson is telling his guys. We know Coach Dawson, he'll appreciate every win, but we've even heard him say that games are bigger than wins and losses. It's all about what you learn, and I think there is a lot to learn tonight for this Hickman County team. I mean, Perry County, a lot of their points, a lot of their momentum plays came from beyond the three-point line, so I think Coach Dawson is going to look at how to handle teams that play like Perry County. Right, we saw almost a similar game by Columbia Academy, right? Ballard, he was lethal from beyond the three-point line, and he was an integral part of CA's victory. But now, Hickman comes in here tonight, faces a team with maybe not as talented, but similar good shooters. So I think the adjustments Coach Dawson made were outstanding, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he controls his team going forward and how to handle different scenarios.
Yeah, and tonight it was really a three-point barrage in the first half, just coming out firing. And Coach Dawson is a very, that man studies his film. You know, he is very thorough in his work, very thorough in his job, and so I know that he came in to that game well prepared and ready to play, ready to have his guys play. I don't know that he expected Perry County to come out and shoot like that. I don't know who can come out and expect Perry County to shoot like that, because they didn't miss much.
Now we are joined at our broadcast table at this time by Hickman County teacher and former Hickman County basketball player who then went on to play for the Belmont Bruins, a very talented man in his own right, Mr. Matthew Dodson. Thank you for joining us. And Mr. Dodson, what did you see out of the game tonight for the Hickman County Bulldogs?
Well, thanks for having me on, Josh. I just happened to be walking by at the right time, I guess. You know, this was one of those games where it's tough because your team's tired. Charlie Blystad's out sick. Elisha Puckett's been out a couple days this week sick. So you're not at full strength. The team's tired. The team's fatigued. Coaches, everybody at this time of year is tired, right? And so it's kind of a trap game. You've come off two big wins earlier in the week. And so you kind of go into it knowing it's not going to be pretty. You get off to that 10-0 start. That's obviously a good sign. But I thought the way they responded in the second half was fantastic. I thought Coach Dawson got them ready to roll. And, you know, it could have easily been – I'm sitting there watching the game thinking Perry County could win by double figures if the Dogs aren't ready to come out in the second half. And credit Coach Dawson and the team.
Now, Mr. Dodson, just for a little bit of explanation, for a little bit of backstory for everyone that's watching at home, you used to play here, and are there any similarities you see between this team and the teams you've played with in the past, or how do you watch this Dogs team?
I think this team is very incredibly athletic, which is something that you ask most Hickman County basketball fans, that's never really been a trademark of ours. But the length and the athleticism, you know, we don't have any small players. Our guards are big, our wings and posts are big. We've got a lot of size, we've got a lot of athleticism, and we can shoot it. You know, you look at us, and honestly, I feel like when we're playing at our highest level, I don't know if anybody can beat us. And so it's really fun to watch this team when they're clicking on all cylinders because they really don't have many weaknesses. And I know teams I played on, we definitely had weaknesses. And so I think the sky's the limit for this bunch, and I'm excited to keep watching.
Well, Mr. Dodson, we appreciate you joining us here at the table, and we will take a short break, and we'll be right back for the second half of our post-game show. We will be joined shortly by Coach Dawson and his player of the game. Don't go anywhere.
Smart appliances, heating and cooling, solar, electric vehicles, mobile apps. Energy impacts your life in many ways.
It's our job to power the technology that brings comfort and value to your busy life.
Your life,
your way.
So you're in the driver's seat.
Let us help. Contact the energy pros at Meriwether Lewis Electric.
Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Tavern style pizza is our thing.
Why couldn't you be happy with deep dish like all the tourists? That's good.
And you just had to make it so crispy and delicious.
It's perfection.
They put the toppings all the way to the edge.
It's cut in the shareable square.
That's delicious.
What's your deal, Pizza Hut?
Your secret's out, Chicago. Try any of our large Chicago Tavern-style recipes for just $12 each.
Hey, Pizza Hut, you owe Chicago an apology.
Sorry, Chicago. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Apology accepted.
and welcome back to the WNKX Halftime Show. Me and my broadcast colleague Kim had a moment to catch up with the broadcast team of Perry County, who also works under a similar banner as WNKX. We're all one big team, although we were supporting different teams here tonight, so it was great to see them. They always do a great job. But at this time, we are joined by Coach Dawson and his hand-picked player of the game, deservedly so, Dylan Qualls. Now, Coach Dawson, we want to start with you. Now, you had back-to-back games Monday and Tuesday against Marshall County and Waverly. Never easy. But then you had a day of rest on Wednesday. I mean, what did that day yesterday look like to you guys in terms of preparation?
There was no preparation. It was Elisha had the stomach bug and was throwing up yesterday, wasn't at school. We've had it going through. We've had flu. We had a couple guys, Charlie Blystead came down with the flu last night. So we're sick. You notice the bench was a lot smaller tonight. So this break's coming at a real good time, and we just needed to survive tonight. And Perry played really well. I'm really proud of our guys and how we kind of sucked it up there in the fourth quarter and made plays when we needed to and got the job done in a tough game.
Now, Coach, y'all came out 10-0 run, right? And then they came back swinging. They were insanely hot from deep tonight. How do you adjust to that?
Well, you got to get out and guard them. Coach Peters, we didn't – I think they hit a couple of deep ones early and kind of got going. They've got some good players. Those are young guys that are good players. They're going to be a really good team, I think, in the next couple of years. And they got going. And they hit 6 threes on us in the first half. They wound up with, I think, 10 for the game. And we switched up defenses, and nothing really seemed to help. They got on a little bit of a roll. It might have just been a little too easy for us early. We turned them over a little bit, and then we kind of got stagnant offensively against their zone. And in the second half, I thought we did a lot better job of getting some dribble penetration, attacking the gaps, getting the ball inside for some inside-out looks. And we also having some guys inside. We were in a lot better offensive rebounding position. And I think we had quite a few second chance points there in the second half.
Now, Coach, we know after Christmas you have to go to Centennial, play the Cougars Showcase. Now, during this break, do you prioritize mental rest, or do you still get the guys ready to go physically for definitely some tough competition that they'll face in this Christmas tournament?
Well, we're going to take the next 3 days off and just try and rest, get healthy, get over the sickness, get away from each other a little bit. And then we'll get back in here on Monday, and we'll practice Monday, Tuesday. We'll take Christmas Day off. We'll practice Thursday, and then we go have a big-time challenge on Friday night. We play undefeated #1 team in the state in 3A, one of the favorites to win it. They've got one of the top players in Tennessee. My little nephew is a freshman there, so I've got some connections and ties to him. So that's going to be a fun night and a big test for us to kind of just a real measuring stick game because, if we can play with a team like that, then that's going to give us a lot of confidence.
Well, Coach Dawson, once again, we congratulate you on going 3-0 this week. It's never easy no matter who you play.
Hey, one more thing. Probably not a lot of people know it. We know it in the locker room. That's 18 straight at home. So that's a pretty good little streak.
Well, I did not know. That's awesome. And I'm sure the people watching appreciate hearing that. They're all cheering you on. I'm sure many more home wins to come. So
let's hope so.
Thank you, Coach. So now we are joined at this time by the player of the game, Dylan Qualls. And Dylan, we knew it was only a matter of time before you came up here. You were an integral part of this team's success. You're so talented. You do so much to help this team win. And when you play around guys that are such great shooters, guys like Will McDonald and Elisha Puckett, where do you kind of find your sweet spot? What role do you feel like you fit in this offense?
Yes, sir. I think it's mainly just trusting the guys because they trust me with the ball. Moving it around, Coach, he's giving us great preparation for games. We swing in practice, It's all consistent. Like, everything stays consistent. Now, Dylan, it's no secret you struggled in the first half. What did you change mentally in the second? Coach told me I needed to attack more. He was right. I started attacking more. I got some offensive rebounds, put them back up. Tyler McKinnon, he helped a big part with offensive rebounds as well. As all around as a team, second half we had to step up. Coach switched us to a 1-3-1. It really worked. So trusting coach was mainly the big idea in the game. Trusting teammates, all revolving around each other. It's a good win.
Now, Dylan, of course, as we've talked about, going into a big Christmas break here, some much-needed time off, not just from basketball, but from school as well. So when you go into this break, are you going to be thinking basketball, or are you going to take some time for yourself, reprieve, and enjoy the holiday?
I think it's always good to, have some time to yourself. Obviously, some people are traveling out of town. I'll be going to Gatlinburg, so I'll be missing a couple days, but right when I get back, it's back to it. Practice, and then we got games, big games upcoming to see where we're at as a team.
Well, Dylan, we appreciate you taking the time. Once again, great performance tonight. Congratulations on a big win. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for us here tonight on WNKX. For my broadcast colleague, Cameron Peters, I'm Josh Copley. Good night.